Can support us completed novel house in link below clip. Thank you for coming and love the sharing story chapter 1561, that old song. The champion was crowned. The winner of the 5 seasons culmination battle was crowned. A new king of the Chinese music industry had emerged. Or to better phrase it, the former king had returned. Zhong Yi's sorrow. Zhong Yi's determination. Zhong Yi's smile. Zhong Yi's pride. Zhong Yi's obsession. All of that had exploded with his last performance. He had taken a detour. He had stayed quiet. He had suffered. He had cried. He had laughed. He had felt lost. He had waited for 4 years. This was a song that he was singing for himself, a song that he was singing for the world, and also a song that he was singing to the heavens. Today, Zhong Yi had shone brilliantly. Even after the song had ended, even after the music had come to a stop, even after the competition was over, everyone could still hear the final cry of Zhong Yi's ringing in their ears. The last line sent a lot of people into a craze, made them shed tears, and even made them shout out in excitement. "Oh, fleeting time! What can you do? Zhong Yi! Zhong Yi! Zhong Yi! Zhong Yi!" The audience was crazily shouting his name. Chen Guang, Shui Kaiki, and the others rushed over. He Huan put his arms around Zhong Yi. "You were awesome." Chen Guang gave him a bear hug the moment he went up to him. "Ha ha ha ha. I knew you still had it in you." Zhong Xia said, "Well done, boy. Well done." Shui Kaiki said excitedly, "You've really done us proud." The class of Season 1 all huddled together. Xiao Lu, the executive director, also came running over. "Director Zhong." Zhong Yi gave her a hug. "I did it, it's done." Xiao Lu cried. "I knew you could do it." The program team staff approached from every direction. The live broadcast was still happening. If it were anyone else, the people would have had a feeling that something wasn't right. After all, if the program team's director and staff members were also celebrating the win, it would reveal a certain bias on the show's part and how they were anticipating Zhong Yi to be the greatest champion. However, since that person was Zhong Yi, no one said anything when they saw this scene. None of the people felt that anything was wrong with their behavior. Because, as everyone knew, it was Zhong Yi who created this entire show by himself years ago. These people had all worked under Zhong Yi. That was why Zhong Yi had chosen this place for his first stage appearance after coming back. It was because this place held extraordinary significance to him. They cheered. They celebrated. They had not expected Zhong Yi to actually win. No one could break them up, because everyone knew that this moment of glory belonged to them. When the singers of Season 4 and 5 saw them behaving like this, they could only give each other wry smiles before standing up to clap as well. They were helpless in these circumstances. There was nothing they were dissatisfied about. After listening to this song, they were also extremely shocked. They couldn't help but admit that they wouldn't be able to compose a song like that ever in their lifetimes. Zhong Yi was amazing. He had never needed any gimmicks in his songs, nor make his performances very showy. His songs had always been about his feelings and his story, which he then told with his performances. His story was very touching. They felt their blood surging just listening to it. They looked over to Chu Dong, who seemed like he still couldn't accept the result and sympathized with him. This former heavenly king was truly a freak of nature. This was clearly no longer his era, yet he still managed to fight his way through the combined siege of the male idols, Chu Dong, Qi Liang, and Haifei, and even ended up winning as the greatest champion. Before tonight, this was something no one had expected him to be capable of achieving. The media couldn't have expected it. The people couldn't have expected it. The industry couldn't have expected it. Was this really the entertainment industry's legend from years ago? Chu Dong had suffered a huge setback. He still looked stunned and couldn't understand why or how he had lost. This was impossible. How could he still have fans? How many fans did he still have? Fleeting time couldn't do anything about him? Fate couldn't do anything about him? This shouldn't have been the case. This was supposed to be our time. There shouldn't be any place left for him in the present time. Then, right at this moment, a scene that would shock the entire country's viewers took place. Zhong Yi! Zhong Yi! Zhong Yi! The shouting gradually came to a stop. All of a sudden, someone stood up. It was a woman who strained her throat and sang in a high register one, "I gently look back on the nights we belonged to each other." A young also stood up and followed with, "You are still the rosy, bright sun that warmed my heart." Then countless people stood up together. I hope you can understand and forgive me if I shed silly tears. Chen Guang was stunned. Chu Dong was stunned. Zhong Xia was stunned. Xiao Lu was stunned. Zhong Yi was also stunned. One person. 100 people. 200 people. More and more voices were heard. Everyone had gotten up from their seats. Some of them were crying. Some of them were shouting. Some of them were howling with emotion. As our separation nears, I realize the allure of grief. All because of you, I made many lasting memories. When and where can we meet again, just like tonight? Let's gaze into each other's eyes, and see where our mutual feelings stand. Xiao Lu sang along. The staff of Beijing Television sang along. Countless people watching TV started singing along as well. When the raindrops tap on your windows, when the wind blows your thoughts into chaos, can you take the time to remember my familiar face? Even if someday thousands of romances get blown into my path and land. Even if someday thousands of stars shine brighter than the moon tonight. They still won't compare to this evening's beauty. Nor could they wash away my memories of tonight. 'Cause I don't know when I'll be able to sing with you again. Zhong Yi smiled. His eyes reddened. He couldn't be more familiar with this song. This was the last song that Zhong Yi had left behind for this world 3 to 4 years ago. They hadn't forgotten. All of them still remembered. Today, they were singing loudly together. This sight shocked countless people. On Weibo. I'm in tears. Damn, I'm crying too. That old concert is unforgettable. The moon that night, the songs that night, I'll definitely remember them my entire life. So there were that many people who were still waiting for Teacher Zhong. At a celebrity dinner party. This sight is so stunning. It's gonna get messy in the entertainment industry again. Hi, he's really returned. If he has the same popularity, these peaceful times won't last for a lot of people. At the studio of a heavenly king. How could this happen? Zhong Yi has really returned. Everyone better be careful from now on. A change might be coming to showbiz soon. Hi, this is too big a change. At a media outlet. Face-smacking Zhong hasn't changed one bit. Yeah, he either doesn't make a single move, or he does it with an earth-shattering effect. Those young guns, newly crowned heavenly kings and queens, and A-list superstars all have something to worry about now. They might just get a taste of how Zhong Yi operated when he was competing to get to the top. Online. Back at home. On the news. In the industry. Zhong Yi's name was getting mentioned everywhere at this moment. On this night of Zhong Yi's return to the stage, a lot of people were destined to lose sleep. Chapter 1562, Spring Garden wants to make a comeback? The next day. In the morning. The media was still abuzz. I Am a Singer comes to an end. The viewership sets an astonishing record. Zhong Yi defies all odds to take the crown. The most popular male idols suffer a collective defeat. A night that will shock anyone. Last night, in the town squares, bars, and restaurants, tens of thousands of people sang along to thousands of songs in unison. Zhong Yi's return, oh, fleeting time, what can you do? Zhong Yi's song in the grand finals engulfed the updates on Moments. All 4 of Zhong Yi's new songs storm into the top Chinese music chart. On Weibo. The viewership ratings have been published too. That is such a frightening figure. Yeah, this is a viewership figure that has never been seen before. I'm afraid that there won't be any variety shows that can exceed this viewership even in the future. At least it's not likely to happen for the next 10 years. This is such a perfect ending. I Am a Singer was created in the hands of Zhong Yi, and it came to an end in the hands of Zhong Yi. Perhaps it was fated that he would become the greatest champion upon his return. I love him. Me too. I was initially supporting the hunks, but I turned traitor on their fanbase the moment I heard Zhong Yi sing. I was also reminded of many past events. What a nostalgic feeling. It's such a pity that we're gradually seeing less and less of the people from the past generation. Sister Zhong has retired. Chen Guang hardly makes an appearance anymore as well. Old Chen had surgery done on his vocal cords. Yeah, and Spring Garden has disbanded too. Zhong Yi's victory had a very significant effect. He had triggered the memories of a lot of people regarding past matters and people of yesteryear. Back at home, Zhong Yi was shaken awake by his daughter. Daddy, Daddy, wake up. Hey. Daddy. Daddy. What is it, my dear? Daddy is on TV. Is that so? Don't you think Daddy is cool? Daddy is cool. Daddy, carry me. Zhong Yi crawled out from under the covers and picked his daughter up to give her a kiss. This little girl had become his #1 fan. He could hear the television coming from the first floor of the villa, and there was indeed mention of his name on the news. For a moment, Zhong Yi even imagined that he had been transported 4 years back to when news of him dominated the headlines. Buzz, buzz. His cell phone was vibrating without stop. He didn't know how long it had been ringing for. After being woken up by his daughter, Zhong Yi couldn't get back to sleep. He yawned and turned around to grab his cell phone from the nightstand to answer the call. It was from Ha Chichi. On the other end of the line, it was extremely noisy. Director Zhong. Sister Ha, what's the matter? Don't come to the studio today no matter what. Ah. Our entrance is packed with reporters. There are people everywhere. Whoa, surely not, right? Ayo, you're saying that because you aren't seeing this. The building's elevator is on the verge of breaking down from all the human traffic, and the reporters and TV station vans are all camping out in the yard and perimeter of the neighborhood, waiting for you to arrive to give them an interview. Turn them all away. I understand. You better not go out onto the streets without your sunglasses either, at least not for a while. All right, I understand. I'll leave it to you guys then. Don't worry, we can hold down the fort. Soon after, his cell phone rang again. It was famous director Li Ku. Director Li. Director Zhong, haha, the investors have changed their minds. Ah. About the role I reserved for you, they would like you to play the part. The pay this time is quite hefty too. Forget it, my drama will be broadcasting soon anyway. I knew you wouldn't want it, but I just thought I'd inform you. You've become highly sought after now, and many companies have their eyes on you. No one expected you to become so popular again. Congratulations. Haha, thanks. Yao Jiancai. Ning Lan. Hu Fei. His cousins. Calls from his family and friends arrived without a break. After Zhong Yi had arrived home yesterday, he immediately went to sleep and couldn't be contacted by a lot of people. As such, the congratulatory calls only started coming in today. A lot of them found it hard to believe and even found it difficult to accept that Zhong Yi had won on the show. Zhong Yi was kept busy with taking calls for the rest of the day. At night, Amy's call came. Hi, Amy. Teacher Zhong, you've totally defied all common sense. Haha, not really. However, isn't this call from you a little late? Foot, are you blaming me for not congratulating you earlier? Of course not, it's good as long as I get a congratulation from you. Thank you. You're welcome. Well, Teacher Zhong, there's actually something I'm looking for you for. What is it? Well, speak up. What's the matter? Amy stammered, unable to express herself. Then another voice came from the other end of the line. You're so slow. I'll tell him. It was Xiaodong's voice. Zhong Yi laughed and said, Sister Dong? The two of you are together right now? Yes. Zhong Yi said, didn't Spring Garden disband? Xiaodong rolled her eyes. The group has disbanded, not our friendship. Zhong Yi said, fair. Then Xiaodong said, "There's something we're looking for you for." "Just speak," Zhong Yi said. Xiaodong replied, "Actually, we wanted to solve this matter by ourselves, but we couldn't resolve it for the past 2 years. We thought of many ways and sought out many people we thought could help, but none of it worked. So we have no choice but to approach you." Zhong Yi laughed. "So what is it?" But Xiaodong said, "I won't talk about it yet. Let's rewind to the time when you held your final concert. Didn't you promise to invite me, Amy, and Xiaoxian to perform?" Zhong Yi was taken aback. "I guess so? And you even said that you wanted to sing metal with us." Zhong Yi coughed and said, "I think I did say that. But in the end, you invited none of us. Was there something like that?" Zhong Yi exclaimed, "That's because I got into big trouble at that time. I figured I shouldn't drag you guys down with me. But do you admit to not inviting us to perform?" Zhong Yi gave a dry laugh. "I'll admit to that." Xiaodong said, "Then you must help us out with this problem." Zhong Yi laughed and said, "All right, shoot." Only then did Xiaodong say, "It's about Amy's contract with the talent agency. This matter has been left hanging for the past 2 years without getting resolved. The talent agency has basically shelved her and isn't helping her find any work or allowing her to leave, which is good as freezing her. Amy has always wanted to leave the agency and go solo, but she can't. They're not letting her to leave no matter what. Even if we let her contract run out, it'll still be some time before that happens. By that time, Amy's popularity will have dropped even further." Zhong Yi asked, "You're requesting that I help Amy settle her contract dispute?" On the other end, Amy finally spoke, "I just need to cancel the contract. It doesn't matter even if I have to pay compensation." Zhong Yi said in amusement, "Why did you guys think of approaching me?" He heard Li Xiaoxian speaking this time. "Because you have a lot of influence." Xiaodong said, "Teacher Zhong, we're depending on you to help us out with Amy's contract issue." Zhong Yi could understand there was something going on here. He couldn't help but ask, "Sister Dong, aren't you holding a solo concert soon? Why are you in such a rush to deal with Amy's contract?" There was silence over there. Then they said something shocking. Chapter 1563, Zhong Yi handles the matter. At Xiaodong's house. The trio were getting extremely worried. Amy said, "Will Teacher Zhong be able to handle it?" Li Xiaoxian said, "There isn't much time left." Xiaodong said, "I only wonder if it can be dealt with before the concert happens in a few days." Li Xiaoxian said, "I guess we can only leave it to Teacher Zhong." Amy said, "I'm only afraid that they wouldn't even give face to Teacher Zhong." The three of them had gone solo for nearly 2 years now. Ever since Spring Garden was forced to disband over a contract dispute with their talent agency, their days have not been smooth sailing. They were one of the most famous girl groups in Asia, and every member had their own fanbase within the group. However, since going their separate ways, their fans followed suit and went their own ways as well. With the impact from the male idol effect, their appeal fell as their popularity dropped by leaps and bounds. As a result, the name of Spring Garden became a memory of the people. Seeing how Zhong Yi had returned and took victory at the competition, they felt really envious of him. They wanted to get back together and be like Zhong Yi, to battle again in show business as the three sisters. Perhaps their futures were not guaranteed. Perhaps there wasn't going to be any glory. But they still wished to try. They really did. Monday. In the morning. After sending his daughter to school and his wife to work, Zhong Yi parked his car at the curb. He took out his cell phone to call the number Amy had given to him. The call connected. On the other end, it was a woman who answered. "Hello, this is Tianhe Entertainment. I'm looking for CEO Li." "You are?" "I am Zhong Yi." "Ah? I'm looking for CEO Li regarding some business. Can I make an appointment? CEO Li has gone on a work trip and will probably be back on. Please help me to get in touch with him." "All right, I'll pass along the message." After hanging up, Zhong Yi gave a sneer. Work trip? Amy clearly told him that CEO Li was in the country. Zhong Yi understood that the other party did not wish to see him. When he thought of that, he turned the steering wheel and stepped on the accelerator, heading straight for the headquarters of Tianhe Entertainment. At the company entrance, Zhong Yi stepped on the brakes and parked, got out of the car, and headed straight in. When several of the security guards and staff saw him, they were stunned. "Oh my God! Zhong Yi? What is he doing here?" Seeing him here, everyone became terrified. They obviously did not think that their Tianhe Entertainment could have possibly signed Zhong Yi under its wing, since it was well known that he had never signed with any talent agency before. So when Zhong Yi appeared here, everyone could sense that something bad was about to happen. Especially when it was also common knowledge that Amy's relationship with the talent agency had soured. A male idol had just come down from upstairs. It was Fei. He was a member of Tianhe Entertainment as well. Fei was also taken aback. "Teacher Zhong?" Zhong Yi did not look at him and went straight into the elevator. The security guards had wanted to stop him. But in the end, none of them dared to make a move. Everyone had heard of Zhong Yi's notoriety. Even after 3 to 4 years, no one dared to provoke him. A security guard said, "Something bad is gonna happen." The receptionist said, "Quickly call upstairs to inform them." Ding. Upstairs, the elevator arrived. When Zhong Yi stepped out, he was greeted by the sight of a female secretary running over in panic. "Teacher Zhong, why are you here?" CEO Li is not around. Judging by her voice, she was definitely the woman who had answered his call. Zhong Yi ignored her and walked forward with narrowed eyes. The female secretary was getting anxious. "Ayo, Teacher Zhong. Teacher Zhong, what are you doing?" The office was just up ahead. Zhong Yi didn't even bother to knock before pushing the door open. A middle-aged man was sitting at his desk and taking a call. When he saw Zhong Yi, he was startled before immediately saying to the person on the phone, "Old Chu, something has cropped up over here. I have to hang up." Zhong Yi smiled. "CEO Li, you're back so soon from your work trip." The female secretary looked very embarrassed. But CEO Li put on a smiling face. "Well, if it isn't Teacher Zhong. Please, come in." Zhong Yi did not keep harping on this. "CEO Li, sorry for coming uninvited today. You're always welcome here. I've been thinking about buying you dinner ever since you came back, but I couldn't find an opportunity to do so." CEO Li asked, "Is Minister Wu well?" Zhong Yi smiled and said, "She's pretty good." The two of them were not friends, but neither were they strangers. Although Zhong Yi didn't have a particularly good network, he still knew quite a lot of people in the entertainment industry from back then. The two of them sat down. The female secretary served him tea with a bitter smile. CEO Li asked, "What brought you here?" Zhong Yi didn't beat around the bush. "Amy's contract, please try to resolve it." CEO Li looked troubled. "Oh, that matter?" Zhong Yi said, "They were the most successful girl group in the country with no one else coming close. Now that they've disbanded, only Amy remains contracted to your company, yet you're not giving her any support or giving work to her. She still has to make a living, doesn't she? Since that's the case, wouldn't it be better to just let her go? We're all industry insiders and can't avoid seeing each other. It won't do any of us any good by making matters the way they are now. How about this, CEO Li? I won't make things difficult for you. Just treat it like I owe you a favor. Sever her from her contract and name the compensation amount. I'll pay on Amy's behalf." CEO Li did not say anything. The female secretary suddenly said, "That won't do. Amy's matter is very complicated." Back then, Zhong Yi gave her a look. "I'm speaking with Teacher Zhong here. What business is it of yours?" CEO Li interrupted his secretary. The female secretary shut her mouth. CEO Li looked at Zhong Yi. "Teacher Zhong, since you're putting it like that, all right, I'll do it for your sake. We won't even mention the compensation since that would be disrespectful." He then instructed his secretary, "Get in touch with the legal department. Terminate Amy's contract by the end of today." The female secretary replied, "Yes, sir." Zhong Yi smiled and said, "Thank you very much, CEO Li." Within 10 minutes, Zhong Yi left. CEO Li heaved a sigh of relief. The female secretary also came back at this time. CEO Li asked, "Is it done?" The female secretary said in an agonized manner, "It's done. The contract has been sorted out. We just need to wait for Amy to get here. The contract can be terminated at any time after that." "All right," CEO Li said. The female secretary asked out of curiosity, "Why did you agree to his request?" Several of the deputy CEOs also came in after knocking. CEO Li. "Amy has been released from her contract." "But why? You didn't even ask for any compensation?" CEO Li threw his hands up. "Enough, stop talking about this. Let's just leave it as that." He sighed and said, "Zhong Yi came calling, so we have to give him face." When everyone heard that, they couldn't help but smile bitterly. CEO Li said, "It isn't easy to get Zhong Yi to owe us a favor. His wife is in a high place, so there will surely be an opportunity to get his help someday. Moreover, it's not like you all don't know what Zhong Yi's temper is like. Now that he's back, my guess is that the entertainment industry is going to turn chaotic again, so let's avoid being the bird that sticks our head out first. Hi, with Zhong Yi on the right and Minister Wu on the left, we better not rile them up." Everyone looked at one another. That's right. One was a hooligan. The other was a minister. Who could they afford to offend? Outside, Zhong Yi called up Amy. "Teacher Zhong? The problem has been resolved. You just need to come down to Tianhe Entertainment to finalize things." "What?" "Hurry up and come over to terminate the contract." "Damn, I love you to death, Teacher Zhong." On at the other end of the line, Amy, Xiaodong, and Li Xiaoxian cheered. It had really been dealt with. Amy had regained her freedom. Teacher Zhong was truly influential. They couldn't hide their excitement. They were overjoyed at the outcome. 2 years. It had been a whole 2 years. Their Spring Garden group was finally able to make a comeback. Xiaodong immediately said, "Teacher Zhong, for the concert that is happening soon, we're now officially inviting you to be our concert's guest to support us with your singing. You have to come no matter what, all right?" Amy shouted, "Yes, yes, yes. You definitely have to come." Zhong Yi was very happy for them too. He said with a hearty laugh, "Sure, for this important occasion, I will definitely be there. I'll write you 3 another song, so let's have fun together. During the concert that I held in Olympic Stadium, I gave you all my promise that we'd perform together once more. In the end, I stood you up, so I'll have to make it up to you this time. Treat it as a gift from me." Li Xiaoxian yelled, "That's great." Amy shouted, "Lord Zhong, what a loyal friend." Xiaodong said, "Ha ha ha ha, let's get all our friends from back then to attend the concert. We can all have fun together." Xiaodong, Amy, and Li Xiaoxian said in near unison, "We're hoping that our Spring Garden can make a comeback." Zhong Yi was stunned and then chuckled. "All right, I'll help you out with this for sure." Chapter 1564, Years of Friendship, leaves the venue in tears. On the day of the concert. The name of Xiaodong's solo concert had been changed a few days before the tickets went on sale. It was now called Spring Garden's Comeback Concert. The industry was shocked. The country was shocked. Asia was shocked. There wasn't much publicity, nor any promotions. With just the name of Spring Garden alone, it was more than enough to create hype. This was one of the most popular girl groups in Asia a few years ago. A legendary group that had accompanied a lot of people in their teenage years. At the venue, the audience had already entered. The tickets are too difficult to get. I only managed to get one because I got lucky. I think the tickets were sold out within a day. I'm still in disbelief. Yeah, have they really decided to reunite? This came too suddenly. Wasn't the contract issue still unresolved? Don't you guys know? I heard that the matter has been dealt with. That can't be. Tianhe Entertainment has publicly argued with Amy and Xiaodong before. How could they possibly let her go so easily? Apparently, Zhong Yi personally went down to the company on Amy's behalf. Ah. Zhong Yi? Damn, no wonder. So it was because of him? Zhong Yi's got huge influence, doesn't he? It's not his influence, but his notoriety. Ha ha ha, yeah. Back then, when those entertainment companies issued that industry-wide boycott on him, how many of them got hit by Zhong Yi's actions on the backswing? He's got such a bad reputation, so now that he's back, I'm sure none of the entertainment companies would want to offend him again. I am a hardcore fan of Spring Garden. Me too. Thank you, Teacher Zhong. Teacher Zhong is so cool. I thank you on behalf of Spring Garden. He's such a loyal friend. I heard that there's a mystery guest today. I heard about it too. I wonder who's gonna come and be the supporting act. I'm so looking forward to it. Screams. Yells. The concert had not started yet, but the audience was already in a frenzied state. On Weibo. Is there going to be a stream? I couldn't get tickets. There's a live stream. It's gonna start soon. That's great. I haven't heard them sing in so long. How nostalgic, I'm getting so emotional. Within the industry, Spring Garden has made a comeback? Yet another one has returned. Zhong Yi's comeback has affected the entertainment circle quite a bit. Ninglan has made a comeback in acting, Grandma Zhong Xia has made a comeback in singing, and now, even Spring Garden has reunited and made a comeback too. It was time. The stream began. The concert venue was suddenly dazzling with lights. The audience screamed even louder when they saw this. Xiaodong. Amy. Xiaoxian. Everyone was shouting their names. Some fans even started crying. 2 years. They had been waiting for this day for far too long. All the onstage lights were extinguished. Then some words flashed across the big screen, years of friendship. The music played. The moving melody silenced everyone. A spotlight shone down onto the stage. Xiaodong was already standing in the spotlight. Xiaodong closed her eyes and sang lightly. One, wasted time scatters into the wind. A second spotlight shone down at the other end of the stage where Li Xiaoxian was. She closed her eyes and sang, as if unable to face it again. A third spotlight shone on Amy, who was revealed next. The three of them suddenly opened their eyes and looked at each other. Their eyes were brimming with tears. Our roving days, you followed along. Let fate reunite us. Many of the audience members who listening to these lyrics could not bear it any longer. They bawled their eyes out. Watching TV, a lot of people also started crying. At the next moment, another spotlight shone down. Jiang Hanwei was on stage as well. Innocent voices have died down. Yet another spotlight shone down. It was Chen Guang who appeared this time. We separated for our own goals. The next beam revealed Fan Wenli. Gazing at the night sky, who in the past, another spotlight revealed Ninglan. Understood my tired heart? Finally, the last spotlight lit up. Zhong Yi made his appearance on stage. He looked at the tearful Xiaodong, then at Amy and Li Xiaoxian who were sobbing hard. He smiled as he gripped his microphone and walked over to them. Chen Guang, Fan Wenli, Jiang Hanwei, and Ninglan also walked over. They gathered around and stood together, hugging, giving each other high fives, crying, or belly laughing. Let's forget our mistakes. Let's cherish the past. Once we get through these troubled times, there will be joy. No way is it hopeless. There's no hesitation. Competing in our dreams. Keep forging ahead every day. Running in the storm. Unruly, drunk and awake. All our stories seem to have drifted into years gone by. The wind's blown past and quieted. Who should I return my kindness to? Let my tears take away the night's worries. The audience members were wiping away their tears as they stared dumbfoundedly at the stage. A lot of people were up on their feet and screaming like crazy. Zhong Yi smiled and raised a fist. Chen Guang raised a fist too and gave him a fist bump. Ninglan put her arms around Amy's shoulders. Fan Wenli hugged Xiaodong. Xiaodong sang in tears, let's forget our mistakes. Li Xiaoxian's voice was hoarse from crying. Let's cherish the past. Amy sang loudly as she sobbed, "Once we get through these troubled times, there will be joy." At present, all of them were standing shoulder to shoulder with their arms around the person next to them. They looked at one another, then looked at the audience and sang in unison. No way is it hopeless. There's no hesitation. Competing in our dreams. Keep forging ahead every day. Running in the storm. Unruly, drunk and awake. All our stories seem to have drifted into years gone by. The wind's blown past and quieted. Who should I return my kindness to? Let my tears take away the night's worries. The singing was thunderous, and it was making everyone's blood race with excitement. Those familiar faces from years ago. Those familiar voices from years ago. The audience members also shouted until their voices went hoarse. Ning Lan? Old Jiang? Chen Guang? Fan Wenli? Zhong Yi? Spring Garden's old friends were all here. The friends they gone through adversity with were all here. What song was this? Who was the one who wrote this song? On stage, Xiaodong held her microphone with a lot of emotion. Her hand was trembling as she said loudly while crying, "Thank you, Teacher Zhong, for composing this song for us old friends. Thank you to our friends who came here today to sing together with us. Thank you to those of you who are attending the concert today. Thank you to all of you who are watching the live stream on your computers. And thank you to everyone who has not forgotten us. I hereby declare that Spring Garden has officially returned." Her voice trembled as she said, "Sorry that we had to make you all wait 2 years. Sorry for being away from everyone for the past 2 years. But now, at this moment." Xiaodong, Amy, and Li Xiaoxian interlaced fingers and yelled together, "We're back." The three of them were crying and laughing. The audience was shouting for them. The crowd at the concert blew up in an instant. Spring Garden! Spring Garden! Spring Garden! Chapter 1565, The Shit Stirrer Makes His Move. At the studio. Everyone came together for a meeting. Our popularity has clearly started picking up again. Yeah. Although director Zhong's name hasn't been relisted in the popularity rankings yet, we can still get a clear sense of the signals from the news and internet. Director Zhong's songs were hecking awesome. Years of Friendship has charted to first place on the top Chinese music chart as well. That's right. Our comeback has gone perfectly. All that's left is to see how the TV series performs. Hi, I really can't get a feel of how that might do. When will it be broadcast? They'll determine the dates today. Director Zhong is in talks with Beijing TV right now. Let's hope that we get a good date. We don't need the anti-corruption drama to be popular as long as it can reach the 1% viewership ratings mark set by the Central Publicity Department. 1% is already a heaven-defying figure, so there's no need to think about anything higher than that. If this drama is successful, Director Zhong might really be able to get back to the peak of his popularity and return to his position as a domestic heavenly king. On Weibo, the netizens were also having a discussion about television dramas. There haven't been any good TV series recently. Yeah, the ones they've been showing these past few months are not interesting at all. There are 2 blockbuster series coming up. Yeah, Heavens of the Gods and Age of Kingdoms will be showing soon. I'm anticipating them so much. Go Li Xiao. I think Kai Hao can take the step to become a heavenly king this time. Their popularities are about the same, and both are ranked in the top 5 of the A-list, so it's still unclear who will end up winning. It all depends on how well their series perform. With their appeal, there wouldn't be a need for the series to be good. Even without asking, the viewership ratings will exceed 1.5%. You guys are really underestimating the appeal of a young hunk by too much. Those two are gonna start battling now. Yeah, this is going to be a fight to the death. It's a fight to become a heavenly king. We're really in for a show this time. Their 2 series are scheduled for the same day. If either one of them holds off the other, that person's status as a heavenly king will be assured and Shu Mailan would drop off the S-list rankings. In that case, the old generation of heavenly kings and queens will finally become a thing of the past. The future of showbiz will then be dominated by the hunks. There's still Zhong Yi. Has Zhong Yi finished filming his TV series yet? I doubt Zhong Yi can make a splash. He's just messing around by taking on the project. A political drama spearheaded by a government department, what sort of viewership ratings could that get? I believe he took on the production only because he didn't receive any offers for work in the days when he first made his comeback. He probably did not take it seriously either. What's more, the actors cast in the drama are all has-beens, and the invested sum isn't large either, so how can it possibly take on the current professional production teams and actors? You people are expecting too much from him. If Zhong Yi's drama can get popular, I'll hecking eat my computer. What was it called again? I think it's called In the Opinion of the Name or something like that, huh? Is that what it's called? What opinions could a name have? Damn, I forget what it was called as well. At a restaurant. The production crew of Heavens of the Gods was holding a get-together. Li Xiao, we're depending on you this time. Director Wu, what's your estimate for our drama's viewership ratings? It's not easy to give hard figures now, but it won't be bad for sure. We've spent 4 months working on this production and put in so much blood, sweat, and tears, so it will definitely be good enough. We only have one opponent in Age of Kingdoms. They must be crazy, right? Why would they choose to broadcast on the same day as us? They're obviously trying to challenge us. If so, then let's find out who is better. Yeah, who's afraid of who? At Kai Hao's studio. It won't be long. Let's shoot down Heavens of the Gods. Right, teacher Kai Hao will definitely take the step to the top this time. We've spent more than half a year on this series, from the preparations to the filming. It has been meticulously polished to the point of being impeccable, so I don't believe it can't outdo Heavens of the Gods. Chu Dong, Qi Liang, and Hai Fei have all been knocked down a peg, so it's a good chance for us. They were unlucky to run into Zhong Yi. That fellow might not be good at other things, but he's invincible at singing. The battle for the Heavenly King's spot will be between Justice and Li Xiao. Everyone, let's put in a bit more effort. We are gonna bring down Xu Mailan. Online. Li Xiao and Kai Hao's fans tangled with each other. Kai Hao's worth a fart. Li Xiao's worth shit. What you looking at? So what if we're looking at you? Look again, we dare YA. Oh, we dare. The public was watching intently. The production crews were creating hype for their series. The media was also helping with the publicity. After several days, the topicality of Zhong Yi's comeback victory had faded. The entertainment industry returned back to its previous state as the media, news, and internet started clamoring over the male idols again. This sort of atmosphere and attitude was clearly not something that a few songs or people could change that easily. The male idols fans would not leave their idols overnight. After all, they were still the most popular artists in show business at the moment. Especially in the field of television and film. The overwhelming popularity and appeal they had was unparalleled. Yet someone had to come to mess things up. No one could have expected that someone would come and cause trouble at such a critical juncture. In the celebrity goof group, Xu Mailan appeared. I'm in danger. Xiaodong quickly replied, all the best, Sister Lan. Amy, supporting Sister Lan. Li Ku, their time hasn't arrived yet. Ning Lan, right, their popularities are still a way off from yours. Xu Mailan sent a smiley face in the chat group. They're not that far off anymore, Amy said dejectedly. Are the artists from our generation really becoming irrelevant? Fan Wenli, the younger generation has to be feared. Competing with the young guns in popularity is just impractical. Li Xiaoxian, but teacher Zhong managed to do it. Chen Guang, he's a freak, so don't compare us to him. Out of the blue, Zhong Yi appeared and said cheerfully, Sister Lan, your little bro will aid you. Aid her? What did he mean by that? Xu Mailan, Ning Lan, and the others were taken aback and did not understand what he meant. But the next second, when the news was revealed online, all of them were dumbfounded. Xu Mailan, what? Amy, heck. Xiaodong, damn. Li Ku, what the hell? Ning Lan, your sister. Jiang Hanwei, Zhong Yi, your grandpa. Chen Guang, that guy is crazy. The news broke. The media pissed their pants. The public pissed their pants. The industry pissed their pants. Zhong Yi's new TV series, In the Name of the People, had quietly completed its post-production and was even given a time slot for broadcast on Beijing television. When they saw the time slot for the drama's premiere, the entire country's citizens were stunned. Heavens of the Gods, Age of Kingdoms, In the Name of the People. They were all going to be broadcast at the same time slot on the same day. Countless people utterly horrified. In the industry, that madman. What is he trying to do? He completed the filming in just 10 days? Heck your sister. Are you a mother-hecking machine gun? It's even scheduled to broadcast on the same day as them? That fella must be drunk, right? The public, yours is just a hecking shitty, low-budget 30 million renminbi production. Why didn't you schedule it for some off-peak time slot and get it over with? Why would you even try to challenge Heavens of the Gods and Age of Kingdoms? Zhong Yi is crazy. When has this hacker ever been normal? Isn't he trying to start trouble? Pfft, this troublemaking shit-stirrer. He really can't stay idle for a day. Those two are fighting it out to become a heavenly king, so what is this fellow messing around for? At the Central Publicity Department. We're done for. This series has as good as doomed. Ours is a political drama. How can it possibly challenge their commercial dramas? Heavens of the Gods production crew. Everyone was tongue-tied. Is he drunk? What the hell does this have anything to do with him? It's a fight between our dramas, so why is he throwing in his lot? Where did he get the courage? At Kai Hao's studio. How dare he broadcast on the same day as us with that shitty drama of his? Jesus! What on earth is that fellow thinking? Could it be a coincidence? Coincidence, my ass. That Zhong guy is clearly doing this on purpose. If it were anyone else, it might have been a coincidence. But since this was Zhong Yi, they knew to rule out that possibility. All of them knew that Zhong Yi must be doing this on purpose, because he had pulled something similar a few years ago by broadcasting on the same day as another show, even though he had nothing concrete to back it up with. Further, it had happened on more than one occasion too. This fellow seemed to enjoy doing such things. Chapter 1566, A Godly Drama is about to appear. With the revelation of this news, the details surrounding the activities of In the Name of the People were unearthed. The production cost. The production period. The cast list. And so on. Zhong Yi and this drama had been pushed into the headlines. In the car, on the way back to the studio, Zhong Yi's cell phone was blowing up with calls. Ning Lan, Jiang Hanwei, Xu Han, Yao Jiantsai, and the main cast members of In the Name of the People all looked for this fellow in outrage. Zhong, do you want to die? Ha ha, what's the matter? What do you think is the matter? Why are you pitting our drama against theirs? Didn't I already tell you guys? That our new drama will be broadcasting at the same period as those two young guns. Didn't you already know? The same period is not the same as the same day. Wasn't that quite close to what I said? I'm gonna faint. That's way off, all right. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Your sister. All of them wanted to vomit blood. They had been looking forward to the drama quite a bit before this. Although the production's investment wasn't large, although it was the director's debut TV series, although the cast did not feature even a single hot, young male star, this group of out-of-time celebrities still cherished the rare opportunity to act. This was especially true when many of them were personally invited by Zhong Yi to join the cast. Even people like Ning Lan, who had long since retired, were convinced by him to make a return. But look at this. This bastard actually decided to take on two of this year's most anticipated commercial drama productions? Isn't this as good as jumping into hell? Others can't wait to steer clear of them. How many directors and TV series are looking to avoid broadcasting at the same time slot as Heavens of the Gods and Age of Kingdoms? But you? Not only are you not attempting to avoid it, you even chose to hecking take it head on. Just how confident do you have to be to do something like that? Do you really think that this low-budget political drama can possibly make a challenge on those commercial drama productions? How is that possible? If the viewership ratings get apportioned out to the point where we don't even hit 0.2%, that would be such a huge slap to our faces. How will we answer the central publicity department then? Up ahead. He had reached the studio. The moment Zhong Yi got back here, he spotted Hachichi and the others handling a group of reporters. The news hadn't even broke for half an hour, but the media reporters were already swarming the place. There was a surprised expression on every one of their faces, and he could clearly see that the news had shocked them too. Ah! Zhong Yi is here. Director Zhong. For your first drama production, why did you choose to broadcast it at this time slot? Do you intend to fight the male idols? What opinion do you have about your own TV series? What sort of a TV series is it? The reporters were all pointing their cameras and microphones at him. Having hardly received any interviews lately, Zhong Yi said confidently, "This production is led by the Central Publicity Department, and it's an unprecedented anti-corruption drama. We suffered a lot during the filming process and encountered many difficulties along the way, but I have to thank the cast for being so awesome. They were great, so we overcame a lot of hardships that were beyond our imagination. So I hope that everyone will look forward to our drama. I believe that the premiere episode's broadcast will surprise everyone." The reporters rolled their eyes upon hearing that. Suffering? Hardships beyond imagination? For a drama production that wrapped up filming in 10 days, what hecking hardships beyond imagination could there be? If this could be considered as hardships beyond imagination, then how would it be for those people who had to hecking film their dramas for 1 to 2 years? The interview footage was broadcast. The netizens responded to it with contempt. This fellow is too shameless. His skin is so thick. Beyond imagination, your sister. 10 days? Are you on drugs or something? Just how shoddy is this production? This fellow is still as efficient as always. Yeah, he's fast at recording shows, he's fast at composing songs, he's fast at writing novels, and he's even so fast when filming a drama that the process is described as a matter of days. In the entire entertainment industry, I've never encountered a faster worker than him. To be honest, I'm already starting to look forward to it. Me too, motherhecker, I'd like to see just how this fellow's debut TV drama will turn out. If Zhong Yi's drama can get above 0.2% viewership, he'll have to thank the gods. I doubt it will even hit 0.2%. He's asking for it. The Central Publicity Department will probably hold him responsible when the time comes. Back when Zhong Yi first announced his comeback, there wasn't much attention given to the drama. A lot of people knew that he was shooting a drama, but they couldn't even remember its name. But with this hubbub, In the Name of the People sent the country into an uproar. All of a sudden, a lot of people found out about it, and it even grabbed the limelight from Heavens of the Gods and Age of Kingdoms. Everyone was talking about it. At Li Xiao's studio. Li Xiao was hopping mad. He can even steal away the headlines of our drama this way. This Zhong Yi is full of heinous tricks. So this is the legendary Heavenly King from years ago? I finally understand why this fellow made so many enemies back then. He's totally not sticking to convention with how he does things. At Kai Hao's studio. Bring it on, who's afraid of who? Right, it makes no difference competing against 1 or 2 dramas. Does Zhong Yi still think that he's the Asian Heavenly King from back then? I don't believe it. How can a shitty drama that you finished filming in just 10 days possibly challenge us? In the Name of the People's actors also cast Zhong Yi aside as they came together and scolded him. That dumbass. If I ever accept a role in a show that he directs again, I'll spell my name backwards. Yeah, my heart can't take this. How unlucky to have encountered a director like him. I no longer hold any hope for the viewership ratings of the drama. I can only hope that our drama doesn't perform too badly, that's all. It seemed like Zhong Yi was born with a hatred halo over his head. It was so for his foes. It was so for the disinterested. And it was so for his friends. 1 day. 2 days. 3 days. It was getting closer to the day of the premiere episode's broadcast. The three drama productions were keeping pace with one another as their news constantly came up in the media. The premiere episode is nearing. Experts predict the viewership ratings. 2 more days to D-Day. Who will end up victorious in the battle for a heavenly king's throne? A TV drama that wrapped up filming in 10 days shocks the industry. Experts claim Jong Yi doesn't understand the TV industry at all. He's only here to make trouble. Jong Yi was very happy. This was exactly the effect that he wanted. It was a different time now. With the male idols holding sway and commercial productions dominating the industry, everyone's attention was focused on them. It was a situation that was very difficult to turn around, so Jong Yi thought of a way to stand out and diverted everyone's attention to In the Name of the People. As long as there was attention given to it, as long as no one ignored it, he believed that this good drama production would not get buried. As for Heavens of the Gods? As for Age of Kingdoms? Jong Yi didn't care about them at all. It wasn't because he was arrogant, nor that his confidence was inflated. If it were any drama production other than In the Name of the People, he would have judged his opponent first to see how much they had invested and what their scripts were about. But there was no need for that, because this was In the Name of the People they were talking about. No matter who the opponent was. No matter how many of them there were. None of that mattered. Whoever crashed head-on with it would get utterly destroyed. Come, I'll show you all the godly drama that swept away everything in its path back in my previous world. Chapter 1567, In the Name of the People's premiere episode. Friday. On the day of the scheduled broadcast. It was getting lively on Weibo. Come, place your bets. My bet is on Heavens of the Gods. I'll place my bet on Age of Kingdoms. Count me in. I'll put my money on Heavens of the Gods. Damn, Ching, aren't you Jong Yi's diehard fan? Yeah, why did you place your money on Heavens of the Gods? I'm a fan of Teacher Jong's music, not his shows. He's never even shot a drama before. So which TV series does everyone intend to catch today? I reckon more people will watch Heavens of the Gods. All their broadcast times clash with one another, so I can only choose one to watch first. Haha, I intend to watch In the Name of the People first. I would like to see just what kind of surprises a shit-stirrer like Teacher Jong can come up with. I'll catch Heavens of the Gods and Age of Kingdoms later when they get uploaded. I'm also waiting to see how face-smacking Jong will die. Face-smacking Jong is finally going to be face-smacked. I get excited just at the thought. It was a public holiday today, and everyone had knocked off from work early. Some people had even pushed back their business engagements to get home earlier so that they could wait for this grand feast of dramas to begin. In recent years, there hadn't been such a boisterous mood in the TV industry for quite a while. 2 highly anticipated blockbuster dramas would be starting their premiere episodes at the same time, and there was also going to be the premiere episode of one terrible drama as well. All of the attention from the media, the industry, and the public had virtually been pulled over here. Many people couldn't wait any longer for the broadcasts to begin. Meanwhile, at Jong Yi's studio. Inside, the aroma from the cooked food was attacking the nose. Alcohol had also been brought out to the tables. Ding dong. Ding dong. The doorbell rang. Jong Yi personally went to open the door. Outside, Ning Lan, Yao Jinsai, Dong Shanshan, Zhong Xia, Jiang Hanwei, Shanshan, as well as the rest of the production crew staff had arrived. Jong Yi had called all of them over to the studio today to watch their drama's premiere episode together. Jong Yi smiled and said, "Come in, quick. Dinner is almost ready." Ning Lan rolled her eyes. Jiang Hanwei put on a stern face. Shuhan did not show Jong Yi a welcoming attitude either. Jong Yi said in amusement, "Yo, what's wrong with all of you?" Dong Shanshan laughed and said, "We've already discussed things. If the viewership ratings turn out to be terrible, we'll chop you up into 8 pieces, so you better be prepared for it." Yao Jinsai added, "You're too good at causing trouble." But Jong Yi said, "Really? I haven't even gone all out yet." Shuhan said, "You still haven't gone all out. I nearly got a heart attack because of your antics." Jiang Hanwei said, "Didn't you read what they're saying online? Everyone is waiting for us to make a fool of ourselves. All right, whatever, just get seated. The dishes are ready. Zhong Yi greeted everyone with a smile and ushered them to take their seats. We have food and drink, so please help yourselves. The stove in the open kitchen was turned off. Wu Ziqing, who was wearing an apron, carried over the last dish to the table and served it. All right, let's eat. When everyone saw her, they stood up in panic. Ayo! Minister Wu! Why is it you who's cooking? Everyone was overwhelmed. Wu Ziqing smiled. Have a taste of the food. I hope it suits everyone's tastes. Zhong Yi was bragging, let me tell you all this, my wife's cooking is particularly good. Most people don't even get the chance to try it. If you've tried it once, you'll ask for seconds. Wu Ziqing chuckled. Don't listen to his nonsense. Ha Chichi, Zhong Zhui, and the others also got seated. With Wu Ziqing around, nobody dared complain about Zhong Yi. They hurriedly lowered their heads and got down to eating. The moment they tasted the food, everyone was pleasantly surprised and praised it to no end. This shredded pork with garlic sauce is delicious. The braised pork belly is amazing. Director Zhong, you're such a blessed man. It smells so good. For most of the people here, it was not their first time seeing Wu Ziqing. Several years ago at Zhong Yi's wedding, they met her. But no matter how many times they met her, they were always speechless in her presence. They could not understand why such a beautiful woman who could cook so well, and had such a good temperament would throw her lot in with a spitfire like Zhong Yi. She was even such a high-ranking official as well. They just couldn't wrap their heads around this at all. Slowly, the time passed. Zhong Yi suddenly said, Little Wang, it's about to start. Little Wang responded, all right, I'll turn the television on. The television was turned on. Everyone watched it. In fact, no one other than Zhong Yi had seen the final cut of the drama. Although all of them had filmed every scene of the show together, no one knew exactly how the shots had turned out and what kind of effects it had. Their hearts were beating fast, and they couldn't help but feel nervous to watch the finished product. It's starting. It's starting. At Zhong Yi's parents' house. His parents were already waiting around the television. It's starting. Turn up the volume. At his eldest younger sister's house. His 3 sisters had gathered. It's starting. Oh, there's our brother. On TV. Beijing television. The opening theme song was playing. Executive producer, Zhong Yi. Project director, Zhong Yi. Supervising producer, Zhong Yi. Art director, Zhong Yi. Screenwriter, Zhong Yi. Editor, Zhong Yi. Executive director, Zhong Yi. The production credits stunned a lot of people. Zhong Yi, who was self-directing a television series for the first time, had taken multiple roles in the production team as well. His name filled nearly every possible role of the production. Then the story began. Whistling came from the television. This was one of Zhong Yuanqi's songs that a lot of people had listened to before. Beijing. In a neighborhood. In the car, someone's hand was fiddling with a cell phone. Chief Hu, why don't we take action right now? We've been waiting for almost 2 hours already. Exactly. What if his wife and child don't leave the house tonight? Then the owner of the phone spoke. They will. She normally brings her kid out for tutoring at 5 p.m. Let's wait a little longer. You still want to wait? Hang on, Chief Hu, do you realize the times are strange now? Jumping out has become commonplace. I'll give you a friendly reminder. This Chief Jiao we're looking for, he lives on the 4th floor. All of a sudden, the man sat up straight. Zhong Yi's face appeared on screen at this moment. Captions appeared, Department Chief of the Investigation Department of the Anti-Corruption Bureau of the Supreme People's Procuratorate 1. Hu Liangping. He smiled and said, this Chief Jiao we're looking for has countless reasons to want to live on. In just a simple scene. With just a few short exchanges of words. A thrilling anti-corruption operation was about to begin. At Zhong Yi's studio. Many of the people gasped. The premiere broadcast today consisted of 2 episodes without any commercial breaks in between. It cut to a scene of Zhao Dahan eating mincemeat noodles with soybean paste. The scene of the provincial leadership holding a meeting was next. Then the scene in which the mastermind disposed of the SIM card came. Yao Jiancai played Secretary Tu Li Dakang, Jiang Hanwei played the role of Bureau Director Qi Tongwei, Dong Shanshan was cast as Lu Yiku. One by one, the actors were introduced. The money that was stashed away in a fridge. That hoard of cash that was revealed when the bedsheets were pulled aside. The piles of money that were hidden behind a large painting on the wall. It was too shocking. The scenes that were unfolding gave Ning Lan, Yao Jiancai, Xu Han, and the others watching goosebumps. Inside the studio, there was only the sound of Zhong Yi eating and drinking. Meanwhile, the rest of the people had put down their chopsticks at some point in time. They were all staring at the screen in astonishment and gasping with every scene. Did they shoot this? This was what they had filmed in those 10 days. Chapter 1568, An Intense Battle. Heavens of the Gods was also broadcasting its premiere episode. It was a very magnificent scene on television. Dongfang, are you really going to do this? I've already decided to. Are you going to give up on Sangsheng just like that? I don't wish to give up on others, but they have given up on me. Li Xiao appeared. Another popular male idol was guest starring in the episode. A lot of people were constantly getting surprises as they watched. This was because the visuals of such quality were rarely seen. Just one look and you'd know that a huge investment had been poured into the production, with the venues and scenes easily described as grand. Although some of the technical details in the scenes were still unseasoned with some slight flaws observed, there really weren't too many television series that could reach such a level in China. On Weibo. Li Xiao is so handsome. He's really suited for a period drama role. Heavens of the Gods has already won. The investment in this production shouldn't be lower than 300 million renminbi. How awesome, how enjoyable. This drama is gonna explode in popularity. I wonder how Age of Kingdoms looks. It's definitely not as awesome as Heavens of the Gods, of course. I don't suppose there are still any doubts that Li Xiao will get an S-list ranking after this drama has broadcast. On the other channel. Age of Kingdoms premiere episode. There were also a lot of grand scenes. It was a similar-looking period drama. Compared to the special effects of Heavens of the Gods, Age of Kingdoms had obviously put more thought into its details and portrayal of battles. The scenes were magnificent as well. In the forums. It's good. Kai how so damn suave. This is the must-follow drama of the year. My Kai how will definitely reach the S-list summit. The quality is really good. There are hardly such attractive TV dramas these days. We finally have something to look forward to. Heavens of the Gods seems pretty good too. Zhong Yi is done for. Yeah, he's gonna be edged out of the competition. Showing the premiere episode at the same time as these 2 blockbuster dramas, any other production would be wiped out as well. Of those who had watched Heavens of the Gods and Age of Kingdoms, almost no one believed that Zhong Yi's new drama could survive. But unbeknownst to them, the viewers who were watching in the name of the people were also stunned to the same level. This shock wasn't something that could simply be described in a few words. Online. Everyone was bursting with excitement. Why is Zhong Yi heading all of the roles in the production crew? Just how many roles has he taken? The way that actor ate the noodles, that was such an awesome scene. That actor looks really familiar. I think he's a big name in the theater scene. His acting was too hecking good. Yeah, this is the first time I've realized that eating a bowl of mincemeat noodles with soybean paste can even be done this way. His expression and movements were all amazingly portrayed. Heavens! A wall full of money. What a shocking scene. My Dong Shanshan has appeared. Teacher Shanshan's role is really distinctive. There's nothing to nitpick on Jiang Hanwei's acting as well. Zhong Yi seems like he's just acting as himself this time, right? Monkey Sun 1? This fellow is as much of a shit stirrer in real life as he is in the show. He can be so reckless in the drama too. The plot is packed with so much tension. I can't stop watching. Is this really his first time directing a TV series? It was filmed in just 10 days? How is that possible? They're clearly a bunch of has-been actors. How could the end result be something like this? Is this what acting skills are about? They're too hecking good. The first 2 episodes of In the Name of the People finished broadcasting. But a lot of the viewers were left wanting more as they couldn't wait to find out what would happen next. At this moment, the ending theme song started to play. Jong Shea's thick vocals drifted into the credits. Everyone pricked their ears up and listened to that song. They dropped whatever they were doing and fell silent. They listened. They thought. They were suddenly overcome by a sense of awe. Jong Shea sang too. With whom I fought, to shoulder the duty, hearing the leaves fall and bloom, seeing the clouds break the twilight, right here and now, I have a close friend beside. With whom I lived, for our shared perseverance, listening to childhood stories, gazing at the starry, twinkling sky, right here and now, love continues to keep us close. You're bestowed with the name of the people. A life of honor, dedicated to rights. Like a ship going full steam ahead, a soaring cyclone, your words show an embodiment of righteousness. You're entrusted with the name of the people. With the scepter's weight, the significance of the badge, when all the dust has settled, retired from the bustle, you've returned home and begun on a brilliant tale. No one else could sing this song. Jiang Hanwei couldn't sing it. Zhong Yuanqi couldn't sing it. And even Zhong Yi could not sing it. This was one of the few rare songs that Zhong Yi had brought over to this world but was unable to sing. Instead, he had to find someone else to perform it. Grandma Zhong Xia was the most suitable candidate. Be it her age, her vocal weight, or the emotions she sang with, she was impeccable. Hence, Zhong Yi had gone to look for Grandma Zhong before filming began to convince her to come out of retirement. It was all for this drama's ending theme, which he hoped Grandma Zhong Xia could help bolster the drama with. At Zhong Yi's studio, everyone silently kept their eyes on the television. It wasn't until the last line of the song finished and the song had come to an end that everyone turned to look at Zhong Yi in unison. Zhong Yi looked at his wife and said with a smile, "It wasn't too bad, was it?" Wu Ziqing smiled. "It's very good." Zhong Yi said, "Is this what the Central Publicity Department expected?" Wu Ziqing nodded. "I'll always rest easy as long as it's you handling things." "That's good then." Zhong Yi chuckled. Shu Han said in a daze, Is this really the drama we filmed?" Zhong Yi said happily, "Of course. Who else could have filmed it?" Shu Han still hadn't regained her composure. She said in surprise, "But didn't we follow a very tight schedule and rushed through the filming of scenes one after the other? So how did it end up like this?" Zhong Yi said, "It might have been a little rushed, but I know what I'm doing. I considered all of the angles and shots beforehand, so all I had to do was piece them up together in post-production." Ning Lan immediately said, "I want to see what happens next." Yao Jiancai said anxiously, "I want to watch what happens next as well. Do you have the source footage?" Unsurprisingly, Zhong Yi said, "That won't do." Ning Lan stared with wide eyes. "Even we're not allowed to watch it?" Zhong Yi said in a bureaucratic tone, "About that, I can't just pass it around carelessly. It's too dangerous. What if the footage gets leaked? Beijing TV is broadcasting it daily anyway, right? Just watch it on TV." No matter what they said, Zhong Yi didn't want to show it to them. Finally, Zhong Yi even instructed Wu Ziqing, "Go and inform the SARFT to have them pay more attention to it. They had better not let the source footage leak out, or I'll take it up with them." Take it up with the SARFT? Only Zhong Yi would dare to say something like this. But they knew that Zhong Yi was truly capable of doing so. However, they could not understand why Zhong Yi was being so wary about the source footage. Only Zhong Yi himself knew. Back in his previous world, the original footage of In the Name of the People was leaked to the public. But even so, its viewership ratings still managed to break records and hit an astonishing figure. As a result, he would like to see just how high that figure could go in this world where the source footage hadn't been leaked. This was the reason for his extreme cautiousness. All that was left was to wait for the viewership ratings. Whether it was a mule or a horse would be revealed tomorrow. Chapter 1569, the viewership ratings get published. The next day, there was a constant stream of news online. Countdown to the viewership ratings release of the premiere episode broadcasts. Heavens of the Gods receives extremely high praise. Age of Kingdoms getting good reviews. Li Xiao and Kai Hao to welcome an all-out battle. Countless people were waiting for the viewership ratings to be announced. Although viewership ratings weren't everything, the reputation and influence of these figures were still critical factors for a drama series. To a lot of people, viewership ratings were still the overall most intuitive and comprehensive indicator of a TV series. It directly reflected the popularity of the drama, the popularity of the director, and the popularity of the celebrity cast members. Shanghai Television. Is it out yet? Not yet. The name of Heavens of the Gods must get off to a good start. Producer, don't worry, it definitely won't be a problem. Producer, I've watched In the Name of the People yesterday. It seems like what? It seems like the praise surrounding it is especially good. Ignore that production. It's just a serious political drama, so of course there would be more praise surrounding it than a commercial drama. There's nothing to compare. Beijing TV isn't going to be a match for us. True that. At Kai Hao's studio. The viewership ratings list still hasn't been published yet. It should be out soon. Is there any movement from Li Xiao's side? Not yet. Keep a close eye on him. If he takes any actions, we'll respond immediately. Do we need to get ready for Zhong Yi's side, Zhong Yi? Who cares about him? I've seen the online reviews of In the Name of the People. It seems like they're not bad. A political drama that the country is using as a project to fight corruption, how could the reviews be bad? Reviews are just reviews, but viewership ratings are viewership ratings. No one ever thought that drama was an opponent. Understood. At Xu Meilan's studio. The staff had taken on event after event. Sister Lan, there are 7 events to attend today. It will be a little tight. It's fine. We'll take it one by one. You've been pushing too hard recently. Do you want to take a short break? Teacher Zhong has just made his comeback. Why don't you meet up with your old friend and take it easy? The youngsters these days are too amazing. If I don't give it my all, I'll get replaced very soon. More than one person has their eyes on the spot that I'm in now, haha, so how can I not put in more effort? Pfut, didn't Teacher Zhong say he will help you give them some trouble? Don't listen to him. Who knows what he's thinking? You shouldn't just dismiss him like that. Lord Zhong's shit-stirring ability has always been world-class. If Teacher Zhong makes a move against them, I believe they'll surely be given a lot to deal with. At the Central Publicity Department. Everyone was having a fervent discussion on the matter. The viewership ratings will be out soon, right? Will Teacher Zhong be able to do it? I've watched In the Name of the People. It's so wonderful. I've watched Heavens of the Gods. It's also wonderful. Teacher Zhong is fighting with his back to the wall. That's true. He shouldn't have much popularity left, and with those has-been celebrities in the cast, a low production budget, and also it being his first time crossing over into the TV industry, all the odds are stacked against him. There's no need to compare with the commercial dramas. It will already be quite good if it can get 1% in the viewership ratings. That's right, our boss's goal for the drama was also 1% in the viewership ratings. At Beijing Television. Ninglan, Yao Jiantai, and the others had come to the station for an interview today. This was in conjunction with their promotions for the new drama. Before the interview even started, they were very anxious backstage. How long before the viewership ratings get released? I don't know. My heart is in my throat because of this. Although I found the drama to be quite good, I still can't get a feel of how it might do. Let's wait a little more. It will be published soon. I'm just worried that we might really get dealt a slap to our faces by those male idols. It's only ever been Director Zhong smacking the face of others. Since when have you guys seen Director Zhong getting slapped by others? That was 4 years ago. 4 years has passed, so who can really say? On Weibo. Place your bets, we're into the final hour. I'm betting on Heavens of the Gods. I'll bet on Age of Kingdoms. Supporting Age of Kingdoms. Crazily supporting Heavens of the Gods. Heck, why isn't anyone supporting in the name of the people? Do you think we're stupid? Even though that drama was really good, it's still a political drama. Its main aim is propaganda, so how could it possibly compete with a commercially motivated drama? Zhong Yi is indeed very capable. In just 10 days, he was able to film a low-budget political drama with such quality. There's really no one else who can do something like that. You can only blame him for accepting the project without thinking it through in the first place. If he had taken a commercial drama instead, he probably could have challenged blockbusters like Heavens of the Gods and Age of Kingdoms. However, a political drama's target audience is just too niche. There's absolutely no chance it will do well. If Zhong Yi manages to one-up those two blockbuster commercial dramas with a political drama and a cast of has-been stars, this fellow will really be too hecking godly. Haha, that's right. If that happens, there really won't be anyone left in this world who can curb him. Heck, surely what you said won't happen, right? Pfft, I'm just kidding. Of course it won't be possible. 10 minutes. Half an hour. The outside world was chattering in excitement. Almost everyone was debating the issue of the viewership ratings. But at this moment, there was only laughter at Zhong Yi's parents' house. Old Wu was working overtime today, so Zhong Yi brought his daughter over to his parents' place to play. Daddy, come and catch me. Boo, here comes the big bad wolf. He, Daddy, you can't catch me, you can't catch me. Sister Chen Chen, come and catch me. Ha ha, I'll catch you together with your sister Chen Chen. Catch me, come and catch me. Zhong Yi, why are you so childish? Cici ran. Zhong Yi chased after her. Chen Chen was also here and she gave them a look of contempt. She was completely uninterested in playing with them. But Zhong Yi kept chasing after Cici happily without feeling tired. His parents watched helplessly. His mother said in annoyance, "Why are you so nonchalant?" Zhong Yi said, "Huh?" His mother face-palmed. Shouldn't you be more concerned about the viewership ratings of your new drama? Just look at what everyone is saying online. They're arguing and saying that your TV series is gonna fail big time. Zhong Yi continued chasing after Cici and said with a laugh, "Just leave them be. When the viewership ratings is released, they'll most likely be surprised." That is the kind of face-smacking that this bro likes to give. His father was taken aback. "Do you really think that your drama can take the top spot?" Zhong Yi remarked, "Just about." His mother curled her lips. "Would it kill you not to brag for once?" Chen Chen cut in, "Definitely." Ring, ring, ring. Ring, ring, ring. It was a call from Beijing television. Only then did Zhong Yi finally stop in his tracks. "My dear, Daddy needs to take this call. I think the viewership ratings are out." He then put his phone to his ear. "Brother Hu, what is it?" Hu Fei said excitedly, "It's out. The viewership is out." Zhong Yi smiled and said, "So how is it?" "You're too freaking awesome." Zhong Yi said, "So how much is it?" Hu Fei mentioned some numbers to him. But Zhong Yi blinked. "It's that low?" When he put down the phone, Chen Chen giggled. "It failed?" His mother gave him a look. "Go on, keep bragging." Zhong Yi smiled but ignored them. At this moment, his father lowered his head to look at his cell phone. "The news is out, the viewership ratings." Chen Chen immediately walked over. His mother also went over to take a look. When they saw it, all of them were dumbfounded. Chen Chen said angrily, "Zhong Yi, why are you always lying?" His father was stunned for a while. "How is this possible?" His mother cursed, "Damn." Chapter 1570, a crazy viewership ratings figure. It's out. Heavens of the Gods viewership ratings for the first and second episodes are 1.43%. That's acceptable, but it's a little off from our expected results. Yeah, I thought that we would be able to get more than 1.7% for the premiere broadcast. I wonder what went wrong. I don't know, our drama was very highly praised. The viewership must have been taken by Age of Kingdoms. I guess there's nothing we can do about that. For two blockbuster commercial dramas to premiere together, there will surely be some splitting of the viewership. It's unavoidable. Oh yes, what is the viewership ratings for Age of Kingdoms? Let me see. It's 1.42%, very similar to ours. But it's still lower compared to us. It's good as long as we were able to win against Age of Kingdoms. Right, let's not get into the details of beating them by how much. It's good as long as we get first in the nationwide viewership ratings. Wait, damn it. What's the matter? Guys, quickly take a look at In the Name of the People's viewership ratings. At Kai Hao's studio. The viewership has been announced. We got 1.42%. This is bad. Heavens of the Gods has taken the top spot from us. Their viewership is only 0.01% higher than ours. Goddamn, how could this happen? It's such a pity. We were so close. It's fine. We still have a chance later on since we're only at the starting line. It doesn't matter much even if they top the nationwide viewership ratings at first. Holy shit. Old he, what's the matter? Heavens of the Gods isn't first in the viewership ratings. What did you say? How is that possible? Oh my god. Quickly check out the viewership ratings of Zhong Yi's new drama. Online. The viewership ratings were announced. Everyone was dumbfounded by what they saw. Number 1, In the Name of the People, 1.62%. Number 2, Primordial Grand Heavens, 1.43%. Number 3, Age of Kingdoms, 1.42%. It was at this moment that the jaws of countless people across the country dropped as a chill ran up their spines. This news caught them completely by surprise. At the Central Publicity Department. What? What the heck? We're in first place. A political drama has held off two commercial dramas? Heavens! Minister Wu's husband is defying all common sense. Is this for real? This is totally illogical. It doesn't make any sense at all. At Li Xiao's studio. Everyone was startled and surprised. Mother hecker. What's with this situation? I'd let it slide if it were Age of Kingdoms that got the top spot, but why is it a political drama? What sorcery did that Zhong guy use? A bunch of has-been celebrities in a low-budget political drama, how could it possibly compare to a commercial drama? How did they manage to achieve it? Is that Zhong guy on steroids or something? At Beijing television. Director Zhong is so fearsome. He's soaring to the heavens. I knew it, I knew Director Zhong still had it in him. Who said that Director Zhong has become old? Who said that Director Zhong can't do it anymore? Heck, whoever said all of that? So what if 4 years have passed? Zhong Yi is still the same ole Zhong Yi. Awesome. This is so awesome. I'm stunned. This is even more shocking than Director Zhong winning as the greatest champion on I Am a Singer. This is only Director Zhong's first foray into directing a television drama, it's just his debut drama production. In the media. Holy mother-hecking hell. This is too amazing. We got it totally wrong this time. Everyone has got it totally wrong this time. Zhong Yi is really still the same Zhong Yi. I should have known. How could this guy possibly be slapped by others? It's always been him slapping the faces of others. This slap of Zhong Yi should have smacked everyone in the face. On Weibo. Your sister. Teacher Zhong, are you crazy? Even Li Xiao and Kai Hao combined couldn't defeat you? I'm going crazy. Just what the heck is going on? They're both the most popular hunks around. Those two are practically the closest to reaching the status of an S-list heavenly king. If even they can't stop Zhong Yi, who can stop him? This fellow is truly a shit stirrer. This pile of shit must be driving Li Xiao and Kai Hao mad. I feel like it won't only be them. I'm pretty sure that everyone is going crazy over this right now. Zhong Yi is amazing. He's indeed the king of crossovers. At Shu Meilan's studio. Sister Lan. What's the matter? The viewership ratings are out. Teacher Jong, he's taken the top spot in the nationwide ratings. What? We're safe. Teacher Jong has really delivered on his promise. He's really done us a big favor. Li Xiao and Kai Hao are probably dazed from this defeat. He's really used a political drama that no one was optimistic about and destroyed 2 blockbuster commercial drama productions. Teacher Jong is too godly. In the name of the people's cast members looked at one another. They were suddenly overcome by a blood-coursing sense of excitement. Holy heck! Director Jong really did it. Yeah, Jonga has really achieved it. Are we gonna become popular now? Ha 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 ha, I knew that it wasn't the wrong decision to act in his TV production. Damn, Sister Ning, didn't you say before this that you would never take part in Director Jong's dramas again? What? Did I say that? At the studio of a heavenly king. There was silence. Everyone in the room was quiet. So that's Zhong Yi? So that's the legendary former heavenly king? He is too fearsome. He even managed to make a political drama with such quality? I suddenly realized just how great the pressure must have been for those artists who were active at the same time as Zhong Yi. Back at home. His mother said angrily, "You call that low?" Low, my ass. Zhong Yi smiled and said, "It was lower than I expected." His father said in surprise, "How much were you expecting then?" Zhong Yi remarked, "It's only the beginning. We'll see how it turns out later on." Chen Chen said angrily, "Zhong Yi, can you stop bragging?" Zhong Yi chuckled. "Let's wait and see then. This low viewership figure doesn't interest this bro one bit." "Daddy, Daddy." Cece said anxiously, "Did you win?" Zhong Yi smiled and picked his daughter up to giving her a kiss. "Of course I did. When has your daddy ever lost?" Chapter 1571, The Fissomeness of Zhong Yi. On the same day, the news spread like wildfire. Astonishing turnaround. In the name of the people bucks the trend to take the top spot. A double win in both reputation and viewership ratings. The biggest dark horse appears in the TV industry. Has springtime arrived for political dramas? Shock. Commercial dramas unable to beat a political drama? Back at home. Zhong Yi's phone was exploding with calls. Shu Mai Lan called. Zhongla. Hey, Sister Lan. Thanks. Haha, you're welcome. Oh you're great. Congratulations. Soon after, Supervisor Ku from the Central Publicity Department also called. Teacher Zhong, have you seen the viewership ratings yet? I've already seen it, Supervisor Ku. It's amazing. No one expected that the viewership ratings would be so high. Great work, Teacher Zhong. The higher-ups are praising this production of yours non-stop and giving it their affirmation. We knew that it was definitely the right move to choose you as the director. It was nothing. You all put in the money while I put in the effort. It's only fair. Xiaodong called. Teacher Zhong, hurry up and tell me about what happens later on in the story. I can't do that. It's a secret. Aya, you're making me so anxious. Haha, the next episodes will be broadcasting tonight. In the evening, in the name of the people, Heavens of the Gods, and Age of Kingdoms 3rd and 4th episodes broadcast again at the same time. The 3 dramas were facing off against one another once more. In the name of the people's 3rd episode. Beijing. Dijingyuan Villas. On the wall, under the blanket, there were stacks and stacks of money. Chief Hu, everything is here. I was too scared to spend a single cent. Does your wife know about this house and all this money? She doesn't know, I didn't tell her about it. I was afraid that she'd worry about me. Chief Hu, do you think I'll get leniently dealt with? My son is still young. What would happen to them if I went to jail for this? If you knew this would happen, why did you do it? You've only been chief for 4 years, but you got greedy. Just how much is this? 266, 576, 440 yuan. You remember it perfectly, don't you? I kept accounts. I recorded every single transaction. But I was too afraid to spend it. Not even a single cent. Meanwhile, A few of the supporting cast members of In the Name of the People gathered together. This is so impactful. The plot is so tense. The storyline is very good too. It's amazing. It didn't feel like this when we were filming it. It felt like a very ordinary shoot at the time, with us changing the shooting venue after every few scenes were completed. It was a very rushed process, like we were on a guided tour. So how did it end up looking so good? It was the case for yesterday, and today's 2 episodes as well. That's why Teacher Jong is the director. I just wonder how Director Jong is so good at everything. Elsewhere. At Lee Xiao's studio. Our episodes today were quite good. Right, we can go higher in the viewership ratings for sure. Can we catch up to In the Name of the People? It will definitely catch up. Actually, there wasn't much of a difference between us for the first 2 episodes. That's right. A political drama has limitations. How many past examples have proven that a political drama does not last? They only managed to do it this time because of the hype surrounding Zhong Yi's victory on I Am a Singer. The momentum from that led to all the attention on his drama. That was the reason why they managed to secure an opening victory. I don't believe that every episode of In the Name of the People will get higher viewership ratings than us. Let's see how long they'll last. We'll be able to know that by the end of today. At Kai Hao's studio. Everyone was getting anxious as well. Let's go for first place. We have to catch up tonight no matter what. Otherwise, it will be too late. How can it be possible that our popularity doesn't match up to Zhong Yi's? That makes no sense at all. I'll admit that the first 2 episodes of In the Name of the People are good. But this is Zhong Yi's first time shooting and acting in a drama production. It must be full of flaws. They wrapped up filming in just 10 days, so it's impossible that every episode can be that good. We'll wait and see. There will definitely be mistakes later, and we'll be able to catch up. Right, a political drama doesn't have such a long lifespan anyway. An hour. 2 hours. The 3rd episode. The 4th episode. Slightly before 10 p.m., the 3 dramas finished their broadcast. On Weibo, the netizens started predicting the viewership ratings again. The viewership ratings figures had been the focus of everyone. Zhong Yi had won the first battle yesterday after emerging victorious in a way that left everyone gobsmacked. Right now, everyone just wanted to know who would get the last laugh in this second battle. Heavens of the Gods was really great today. Yeah, although Li Xiao's acting was a little off, he's too handsome. That speech at the end was so domineering. Age of Kingdoms was really good too. Kai Hao's allure is different from Li Xiao's. It's charming on a different level. It's going to be a close fight for today's viewership ratings. Yeah, there's no reason why Zhong Yi will keep winning against the commercial dramas. Tonight's results are very critical. It's likely we will find out how each of the 3 dramas will do after today. Hi, I still have a feeling that Li Xiao and Kai Hao won't win against Zhong Yi. Surely not, right? Shanghai TV has increased their promotions for the show. Let's wait for the results and see. They'll have to get it sorted out this time. The next day. In the morning. Under everyone's attention, the 3 dramas' viewership ratings were finally published. When the viewership ratings were announced, the media, the industry, and the public were instantly left at a loss for words. Heavens of the Gods, Episode 3, 1.12%, Episode 4, 1.09%, Age of Kingdoms, Episode 3, 1.01%, Episode 4, 0.96%, In the Name of the People, Episode 3, 2.67%, Episode 4, 2.69% on Weibo. Heavens! What's with this? They've gone mad. They've hecking gone mad. How could something like this possibly happen? Heavens of the Gods and Age of Kingdoms viewership ratings plummeted, with Age of Kingdoms' 4th episode dropping below 1%. This left everyone in disbelief. Meanwhile, the viewership ratings for In the Name of the People practically defied the heavens for yesterday's broadcast. The 1% viewership ratings for the premiere broadcast was already a figure that no one had expected, yet the viewership ratings had surpassed 2.6%. It even got infinitely close to 2.7%. It had only broadcast 4 episodes so far. At Li Xiao's studio. We're done for. Mother Hecker. Zhong Yi, your sister. At Kai Hao's studio. What steroids is he on? The combined viewership ratings of Heavens of the Gods and Age of Kingdoms are not even higher than his. Why? Just why? At Heavenly King Guan Zhaohua's studio. Li Xiao lost. Kai Hao lost as well. Don't tell me that In the Name of the People's viewership ratings might actually break our record from last year. At one of the advertising partners of In the Name of the People. That was so impressive. We're gonna earn big bucks this time. I knew that it would be alright as long as we followed Teacher Zhong. We have to invest in Teacher Zhong's advertisements no matter how much they cost. Within the industry. Hi. The outcome has been determined. Zhong Yi's comeback has practically frightened everyone to death. I don't know if it frightened everyone to death or not, but he has definitely frightened me to death. Some people cried. Some people laughed. Some people were hopping mad. After 4 years. The current day's entertainment industry was once again reminded of Zhong Yi's fissomeness. Chapter 1572, the viewership ratings break 6%? In the Name of the People was on fire. In the matter of a night, it became extremely popular all across the country. Heavens of the Gods and Age of Kingdoms were now out of the running. The talk of the town was In the Name of the People. In the morning. Zhong Yi's phone was constantly ringing. A production company came looking for him. Director Zhong. Boss Liu. Can we work with you on a show? We'll see. I have no plans to take on any show right now. We're willing to invest up to 200 million renminbi. Is that enough? The entire production will be your call, from the script to the casting to the filming. We guarantee that we won't interfere with it, so do give it some consideration. Let's talk about it another time. A call came from Central TV as well. Teacher Zhong, what show do you plan on making next? Station head son, how could I possibly have another show? Hurry up and take one. What are you planning on? We'll buy your show after you've finished filming it. We've known each other for so many years, surely you and our Central TV are old friends, right? You have to let us have the rights to your next production, all right? We'll see about that, I have nothing planned at the moment. Let us know when you have any plans, deal? After taking all the calls, Zhong Yi saw the messages that were directed to him on his cell phone. In the Celebrity Goof group. Shu Han, at Zhong Yi I've been approached so many times to act in other shows. Dong Shanshan, I've been asked by 6 productions to join their cast. It seems like all of them are pretty good, but I can't decide on which to take. Ninglan, I've been approached quite a few times as well. Some are pretty reputable production crews and some, not so. A former A-list celebrity said in envy, you guys have really become popular this time. Shu Han sent a smiley face in the chat. I'm just making a living by following director Zhong around. Zhong Yi appeared at this moment and said, don't accept any jobs yet. If you want to take any of the projects, wait a bit longer before you do so. Dong Shanshan, you think there's a chance to raise it by a level? Shu Han, you're not really thinking that the viewership ratings will surpass 3%, are you? That's one of the highest records in recent years. It was set by Guan Zhaohua's drama last year. Zhong Yi, I know it'll be the case. Right now, the viewership ratings still have not exceeded what I'm expecting. Shu Han, you're even thinking of exceeding 4%? Ninglan, it's already quite good to be able to exceed 3%. Zhong Yi smiled but did not say anything. 3%? 4%? If this were the variety industry, Zhong Yi would not be able to say anything to that. After all, in this world, the variety industry was only so big. At that time Zhong Yi dabbled in that industry, he had more or less reached the upper limits. Perhaps there was still a possibility of the viewership ratings going higher, but there really wasn't too much room to grow it any further. But it was a different matter this time. This was the television series industry, and it was much bigger than the variety industry. As such, Zhong Yi's expectations raised as well. Moreover, he also knew how high the final viewership ratings figure of In the Name of the People had reached back in his previous world. That was a really frightening viewership figure. A viewership ratings figure that none of them could possibly imagine. Therefore, Zhong Yi might as well not tell them in fear that he would give them a bad shock. Jiang Hanwei's house. Old Jiang's wife was extremely excited. Old Jiang, should we treat Zhong Yi to a meal? Treat him for what? The two of you had such a bitter feud back then. Maybe it would be better if we try to ease things a bit? There's no need for that. You're such a stubborn fool. Why are you always like that? Regardless of who was right or wrong back then, Teacher Zhong still came to you to get you to star in his series the moment he got released from jail. Why didn't he get someone else? That's because he trusts your acting. Look at how many television productions have approached you just today. This is only possible because of his help, so we have to thank him. There's no need for that. If Zhong Yi were someone who could be handled with just a meal or two, would he have had such a bad reputation and social network in show business years ago? I know what I'm doing. He helped me out this time, so I owe him a favor. There's no need to keep harping on this matter. I'll definitely repay him in the future. Oh, you. At a gathering in the industry. We've gotten such a surprise. Li Xiao and Kai Hao have stumbled. Yeah, who could have thought that the viewership ratings would be like this? With I Am a Singer and In the Name of the People, Zhong Yi has totally defeated the male idols with his comeback. He has also slapped the faces of those people in the industry who weren't optimistic of his chances. I suppose Zhong Yi will become the most hated figure among the male idols. Actually, my opinion is that most of the male idols have to thank him. Why? If Zhong Yi didn't leave the entertainment industry 3 or 4 years ago, those male idols wouldn't have become so popular. Just by the performance of this drama alone, it can be deduced that if Zhong Yi were still around all these years, none of the male idols would be a match for him. It was only because of his departure from the industry that gave them the break, so shouldn't they be thanking him instead? This fellow is such a freak of nature. Yeah, if he were around back then, who would dare say that they could outdo him? In the advertising world, there are really no principles left in this advertisement placement by Zhong Yi. Yeah, he's basically captioning the slogan and adding in the graphics, then calling it an advertisement. This is totally forced advertising. But the effects seem to be really good. In fact, it's different from product placement advertising since it is standalone and doesn't interfere with the plot of the show. He's really too unorthodox and always manages to come up with things that no one else would dare to think of. I have a very strong feeling that the advertising strategy of In the Name of the People will catch on as a new trend. The advertisers on other TV series might start resorting to this method to advertise their products from now on. At a production company. What is it that makes this drama so successful? I think it's due to the script and the actors' skills. In the current day, do people really still care about acting? In these recent years, the effect that the hot, young male stars had on showbiz was too great. A lot of the industry's standards have been led awry by them. Zhong Yi has schooled everyone this time. Not every TV show needs to depend on a male idol to earn money. If the script and filming are good, if the actors are good, a TV series can still sweep the competition aside. On Weibo, the netizens were also predicting the viewership ratings. We're going to have a broadcast again today. Could it exceed 3%? It should be able to. That might not necessarily happen. Is its momentum sustainable? The battle between the three dramas has clearly been won by In the Name of the People. The NLY thing we don't know is how much In the Name of the People will win by and how far ahead they will come out against the competition. Chapter 1573, In the Name of the People comes to an end. At a production company. We have to sign this big name of the theater industry no matter what. Yeah, although he didn't have too many parts in the series, the viewers were all very convinced his acting. The first 3 episodes were basically held together by him. Just look at how he ate that bowl of mincemeat noodles with soybean paste. He really brought the role to life. And that scene where he leaned over the stack of money, he acted so well for that. Give him an offer and see if he has any intention of developing a career in the television and film industry. Ning Lan's former talent agency. Sister Ning acted as Gao Xiaoqin so well. She brought the character to life. She's such an amazing actress. That's a Best Actress winner we're talking about. Why did our company let Sister Ning go? God knows. This time, Ning Lan will become popular again. No, I should say that she's already become very popular again. On set at a film location. Old Jiang is still so good at acting? Wasn't he declining? For this production of ours, Jiang Hanwei's agent had originally approached us with his client's requirements for the role. He was asking for very little at that time, but the director ended up not using him as the male lead. I guess the director must really be regretting it now. Jiang Hanwei's asking pay must have doubled at the very least. Be quiet, don't let anyone hear you. On moments. There were traces of Yao Jiansai's emotes one everywhere. Everyone was chatting in the group chats and sending emotes as they competed on who could do better. Yo yo yo. What can I do? I'm in despair. Professional scapegoat of 30 years. Please start performing. My eyes are slits, I'm so happy. On Weibo. The netizens were having a laugh. The 2 episodes last night were great fun. Secretary Darkang 2 was made the scapegoat again. Ha 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 ha, Secretary Darkang's narrowed eyes are too good. Old Yao's acting is superb. I like Sister Ning as Gao Xiaoqin. I like Dong Shanshan as Lu Yiku. Shuhan also acted very well in her role as Zhong Yi's wife. I think I've finally realized something. There isn't really an absolute lead in this show. Zhong Yi's role as the male lead is only to connect the entire plot and characters together. In actual fact, everyone is the lead in this drama. Every episode is a performance opportunity for these veteran actors. How cool! Zhong Yi has made such painstaking efforts for his longtime friends. That's right, Zhong Yi is a very loyal friend indeed. I like Zhong Yi so much. This fellow might be very hated, but he can be so charismatic as well. He can direct, act, and even do it with such efficiency. He finished filming such an astonishing blockbuster drama in just 10 days, so who dares to hecking say that Zhong Yi has become old? I can laugh at this joke for a year. Pfft, I can laugh at it for 2 years. Shanghai television. Quite a few people looked listless. What is heavens of the gods viewership ratings like? It's already dropped to 0.8%. Hi, what's wrong with it? Why has this happened? We can only blame ourselves for having bad enough luck to run into Zhong Yi's drama. Did you guys see how it's going for Age of Kingdoms? They're in an even worse state than us. Zhong Yi's drama is going to put the TV series industry at an impasse. Its highest viewership ratings so far have hit close to 6%. How are the other TV stations going to go on from here? What about the future of all the other production crews? How will the production companies survive in the future? There won't be another TV drama that can surpass his drama for the next 10 years. Surely it won't be for that long, right? Why wouldn't it? Just looked at the variety shows these days, and the documentary films as well. Many of the viewership ratings records were set by Zhong Yi 4 to 5 years ago. He was locked up in jail for so many years, yet nobody was able to break his records. The only viewership rating record that was surpassed belongs to I Am a Singer. But even that show was created by Zhong Yi in the first place. It's been 5 years now, what about in another 5 years' time? Who would dare guarantee that they could break his record set in the variety show industry and the documentaries industry? It will be the same for TV series. Heck, it's too scary now that I think of it. Within the industry. At a meal gathering. The viewership ratings figures are too terrifying to look at. I only have one wish. Director Sun, what wish do you have? I just hope that the viewership ratings for In the Name of the People will stop here. It had better not go any higher, or we will really be left with nothing to play for. Yeah, 6% is already more than enough. The grand finale will happen soon, so we don't know how high it can still go. Hi, may the heavens bless us. I hope that their ending sucks. Right, hopefully, it will be a shitty ending. Pfft, Director Shu, Director Ju, aren't you two being too ruthless? We're industry peers, so please don't speak like this. Who's an industry peer with that freak? This is just his first time shooting a TV series. In the past, I found it amusing whenever I saw him fighting and causing trouble in the literature world, the crosstalk world, the hosting world, and the variety world. Only now do I understand how this guy destroys an industry the moment he steps into it. It's a viewership ratings figure of 6%, which industry can tolerate him causing trouble like that? It would be a wonder if his industry peers do not fight with him. Hi, some people are unable to keep a low profile by nature. Yeah, indeed. I would like to be as high profile as Zhong Yi too. But I really don't have the skill to do so. On this day, In the Name of the People finally ushered in its grand finale. Monkey 3. You, me, our feud is over. I'll repay Chen Hai's life. But no one in this world can judge me. Heck you, cursed heavens. Bang. The sound of a gunshot. With this gunshot, the fate of many characters in the show was sealed. Zhao Dehan, Gao Xiaoqin, Gao Yuliang. All of them were tried in a court of law. Chen Hai regained consciousness. The old Procurator General passed on. When the ending theme song played again at the end, some people were filled with emotions, some people burst into tears, and some people stared at the screen with their blood racing. This drama was a special one. There had never been a television series that could touch their hearts in this way. The next day, the viewership ratings for the grand finale of In the Name of the People was released. Episode 42, nationwide viewership ratings of 7.01%. The industry burst into an uproar. The media burst into an uproar. The people burst into an uproar. Online. It broke 7%. I'm so astonished that I don't know what emote I should use. I'm already numb. It's such a good show. Is there going to be a sequel? Within the industry. Zhong Yi, your grandpa. We're done for. The mother hecker has surpassed 7%. What drugs is this guy on? How are we going to carry on filming dramas in the future? There's no hecking way that we can survive. This is 7% we're talking about. Why didn't he screw up the ending? Why? At 12 a.m. sharp, the Chinese Celebrity Rankings Index was refreshed. Zhong Yi still did not appear on the charts as his ranking was currently inactive. However, a lot of people's names were now appearing at the forefront of the rankings. Ninglan returned to the A-list. Xu Han was only a step away from making it into the A-list. Jiang Hanwei jumped to the forefront of the B-list rankings. Dong Shanshan made it onto the A-list rankings. The most exaggerated improvement was for Yao Jiancai. Previously, he had dropped down to the C and D-list rankings. However, in the matter of just one night, he had now jumped up to the bottom of the A-list. His popularity right now was even higher than years ago. Even they themselves were unable to believe it. The media and the entertainment industry's people couldn't believe it either. Ninglan? Jiang Hanwei? Yao Jiancai? Some of them were old. Some of them had retired. Some of them had given up on taking on the industry again. But because of a drama, because of a former heavenly king who had returned after a long time, a miracle had been created. It helped a bunch of old people. No one was optimistic about regain a footing and shocked the entire entertainment industry. This was a completely unprecedented event. The main cast members of a drama had been restored close to their former glory of years ago from the has-beens they had become. Some of them were even more popular than they were before. This was too frightening. This was truly too frightening. Looking at those familiar names. Looking at their names that had returned back to the forefront of the index. At this moment, countless people could not help but be reminded of the song Zhong Yi had sung on the stage of I Am a Singer. Its lyrics were echoing in their minds. Oh, fleeting time. What can you do? Oh, fate. What can you do? Chapter 1574, Martial Arts Master, Yang Shu. On this day. In the morning. With the drama finished, Zhong Yi's time was freed up. he slept well and only woke up around 9 a.m. After he got up, he realized old Wu and Cece were both not around. He was the only one at home. In the living room, old Wu had prepared breakfast for him and left it on the dining table. But it was already cold. There was also a note beside it. I will send the child to school today. Heat up the food before eating. Oh yes, go to the garage and have a look after you've eaten. I have a surprise for you. Wu Ziqing. Zhong Yi was taken aback. He immediately headed outside to the garage. After opening the garage door, this fellow was dumbfounded by what he saw. A brand new BMW was parked inside of it. He did not know which X series this was because he had become so out of touch with the world. He was no longer aware of what the latest BMW models were. But when he tapped on the car window, Zhong Yi obviously knew that it was a bulletproof car. It should be the latest generation of the BMW X5 bulletproof car he owned a few years ago. Damn! What the hell? Zhong Yi called his wife immediately. Hello, old Wu. You're up already? Whose car is that? Haha, it's yours. Do you like it? I love it. But where did you get the money? Have you forgotten about the game you created for Fat Sis? Plants vs. Zombies? The third game in the series has come out, and we get royalties from the sales of the game every year. But since you haven't been around, my sister deposited it straight into my account. I topped it up with some of my own money and bought you a new car. Aya, why didn't you discuss it with me earlier? I was afraid that you would feel bad about spending such money on a new car. Hi, my wife still treats me the best. All right, I have to go to a meeting. Go give the car a test drive. All right, I'll go pick you up after work tonight. Mwah. Mwah. Zhong Yi blew some kisses to his wife over the phone. After hanging up, he got into the car excitedly and drove off without eating breakfast. This power. This speed. It was so fun. Zhong Yi loved it so much that he drove straight to the studio. Along the way, he suddenly glanced at the rearview mirror and saw a car that seemed like it had been following him since he came out of the neighborhood. It kept its distance from him throughout the journey and did not look like a paparazzi's car. He reached the studio's neighborhood. The moment Zhong Yi parked his car, he saw the other car park a distance away. He got out and strode towards it. The person in the other car did not try to hide. However, he did look a little embarrassed. Zhong Yi stood beside the car. Then he tapped on the window. The window rolled down to reveal only one person in it. Zhu Xiaohe gave a sheepish smile and said, "Boss." Zhong Yi gave him the side eye. "Why are you following me?" Zhu Xiaohe said, "Since I'm your assigned guard, I have to ensure your safety." Zhong Yi said impatiently, "I've said before that there's no need. Hurry up and leave." That was before. Zhu Xiaohe insisted, "Your safety was guaranteed when you were based at the research institute. After your release, there wasn't a need to worry about your safety either since some news has yet to be announced. But it's different now. General Li and fellow, he wanted me to inform you that it's almost time. Many of the people who were involved in the research projects are going to get a performance review over the upcoming days. At that time, there will be no way to keep the matter a secret anymore. Every country will get wind of the news, and your safety will be compromised." Zhong Yi rolled his eyes and said, "I will be responsible for my own safety. As a celebrity, why would I have an armed guard following me around wherever I go? How would that look?" Zhu Xiaohe said, "But what if something happens to you? That will be a great loss to the country." Zhong Yi said, "I have my own bodyguard. Go back and tell old Li to stop bothering me." When he heard the word bodyguard, Zhu Xiaohe revealed a mocking look as he muttered, "The bodyguard that you're referring to are just amateurs. 10 of them can't get past me." Zhong Yi was amused. "It's best you don't brag about this." Zhu Xiaohe smiled and said, "You're talking this way because you haven't come across an expert yet. Usually, the bodyguards that most celebrities have are not very reliable. They're at most retired military personnel, that's all. I can easily take on 5 of them without breaking a sweat." If you don't believe me, ask your bodyguard to come over someday to spar with me. You're always looking down on those of us who came out of the Central Security Bureau. We're actually very professional." As they were speaking, a woman's delighted voice rang out from an open window above them. "Senior bro!" Zhu Xiaohe looked up. Zhong Yi looked up as well. It was Yang Shu. "She has grown older. And become more beautiful as well." Zhong Yi said happily, "Hey, speak of the devil." Yang Shu shouted, "Senior bro, wait for me." She slammed the window closed. Zhu Xiaohe was dumbfounded. "That is?" Zhong Yi said, my bodyguard." "Your bodyguard?" Zhu Xiaohe said in a speechless manner, "A woman." Very quickly, Yang Shu raced downstairs at her fastest speed. "Little Yang." "Senior bro. When did you come back?" "I just got back this morning." When she ran up to him, Yang Shu excitedly hugged Zhong Yi like a child. Zhu Xiaohe looked at them strangely. Zhong Yi coughed. All right, just a short hug will do." Yang Shu's eyes were brimming with tears. "Senior bro, you're finally back. When I knew that you were released, I wanted to return to Beijing immediately. But Master Rao did not allow me. She insisted that I calm down and continue with my cultivation. You don't know this, but I went to the prison that you were held in custody at quite a few times over the years. But," she murmured, "but I couldn't get any opportunities." Zhong Yi exclaimed, "What were you thinking?" Yang Shu said, "I wanted to break you out of prison." Zhu Xiaohe was speechless. Zhong Yi did not know whether to laugh or cry. However, he knew what his junior sister's character was like. She was naive, stubborn, and not very smart, while her EQ was relatively low too. Other than practicing martial arts, the only other thing she cared about was her senior bro. So when Zhong Yi heard that, he felt quite touched. It wasn't so bad having a junior sister like this. Zhong Yi chuckled and asked, "You haven't forgotten your kung fu after all these years, have you?" Yang Shu stiffened. "Of course not." Zhong Yi asked, "What level have you attained with your practice thus far?" Yang Shu replied excitedly, "Master Rao said that I have mastered the use of Divine Skill 1. Zhong Yi narrowed his eyes. "Not bad. Kung Fu? Level? Mastered the use of Divine Skill?" Listening to their conversation, Zhu Xiaohe couldn't help but sneer unceasingly. "Brag, carry on bragging." Yang Shu had rolled up her sleeves by now and starting boasted, "Senior bro, let me show you." Zhong Yi smiled and said, "All right." Then he turned around and looked at Zhu Xiaohe. "Little Zhu, watch carefully. This is my bodyguard. Don't judge her by her appearance. Her skills are." As he was speaking, he caught sight of Yang Shu standing in front of his BMW in his peripheral vision. He got a bad premonition. Yang Shu had already raised her fist. Zhong Yi roared, "Heck!" Before he could stop her, Yang Shu threw a punch. Crack! The BMW's side window shattered. Zhu Xiaohe was also startled. Why is she so strong? Smashing a glass window? With a bare hand? Zhu Xiaohe had also practiced martial arts before, so he naturally knew how much force this required. Although using tools, one could easily break an ordinary car's tempered glass windows, a certain technique was still needed to do it successfully, not to mention smashing it with one's bare hands. That required the force to be exerted at one point in order to break through the protection of a piece of tempered glass. Zhu Xiaohe was also capable of doing this. But seeing a woman use a punch to create such large cracks on the car window, it still gave him quite a shock. He couldn't tell that teacher Zhong's bodyguard was actually quite skilled. Over there, Zhong Yi rushed up to her. "Yang Shu! Hecking get over here!" Zhong Yi was infuriated. When Yang Shu saw him like this, she immediately turned tail and ran away. "Senior bro, you were the one who asked me to demonstrate it to you. But I did not ask you to hecking smash my car's window. Didn't you smash it as well? What I smashed was someone else's hecking window. This is my new car." The moment he caught up to her, Zhong Yi raised his leg and landed a kick on Yang Shu's butt. Yang Shu shrieked in pain and continued running. Senior bro, why are you hitting me? Get over here. I won't. Don't you hecking run. You can't stop me from running. Just because you've mastered using concealed power, you're getting all arrogant. I'm not. One was running away while the other kept chasing. Everyone in the neighborhood was alarmed by this. Zhong Yi's staff from the studio hurriedly came down to stop the fight. This was a truly strange scene to behold. Everyone had known Zhong Yi and Yang Shu for a long time, so they knew that Yang Shu must have gotten on the nerves of Zhong Yi. Little Zhong, what are you doing? Auntie son, don't worry about this. It's none of your business. Ayo, little Yang can be a little stubborn sometimes, but do you have to go this far? Why are you fighting with a girl? A crowd of people was holding Zhong Yi back. Everyone was siding with Yang Shu on this. Over here. Zhu Xiaohe shook his head and gave a wry smile. He did not join in the commotion. Instead, he walked up to the BMW and examined the cracks on the car window. That punch was quite strong. But it was still not strong enough. Zhu Xiaohe believed that if it were his punch, it would definitely be a much harder punch than hers. He tapped the car window and was about to turn and walk away. But he was stunned. He turned around in shock and tapped on it again. With a deep breath, he landed a heavy hit on it once more. The window did not budge. Zhu Xiaohe tried a strong punch on the unbroken window. Even though his fist had turned red from the punch, there were no changes to the window. Zhu Xiaohe nearly spat out a mouthful of blood. Heck your sister. This isn't tempered glass. This is hecking bulletproof glass. How is that possible? Who is that woman? Zhu Xiaohe could not believe it. He looked at the car and took out his cell phone to check the web for which model it was. As it turned out, it was indeed BMW's latest bulletproof car. Checking the model. Looking at the bulletproof glass type. Reading the test specifications of the bulletproof glass window. Zhu Xiaohe cried. He knew that even if he shot at it with a gun, it would be impossible to recreate the effects of that woman's punch. He turned around to look at Yang Shu, who was being chased by Zhong Yi and threatened to get beaten up by him. His knees wobbled, and he nearly kneeled to her. He knew that he had encountered an expert today. He raised his cell phone and called his former squad leader who taught him close quarters combat. The call connected. Squad leader. What's up, little Jew? You mentioned that there is a kind of power in internal styles known as concealed power. Yes. What sort of force does concealed power have? I've never seen it before. But I've heard that if one manages to master concealed power to a certain level, one could leave a fist imprint on a 5mm thick steel plate with just one's bare hands. However, there are less than 10 martial artists in all of China who have achieved this. You can't find them easily. But I saw one today. Chapter 1575, the number one person in the entertainment circle? In the call. His former squad leader was startled. You saw it happen? Zhu Xiaohe wiped away his sweat and said, yes. His former squad leader asked anxiously, where did you see it? Zhu Xiaohe said, it happened not far away from me. His former squad leader gasped. Such masters don't usually show up in the public. How did you manage to coincidentally run into one? What is that martial arts master doing? Teaching others kung fu? No. Zhu Xiaohe stuttered as he related what was happening. From his location, he could see Zhong Yi chase after Yang Shu for several hundred meters. She's getting chased after by someone who wants to beat her up. His former squad leader did a spit take. Ah. Zhu Xiaohe found this scene to be very beautiful. After about 10 minutes. Back upstairs. In Yang Shu's apartment. The three of them returned here. Zhong Yi was still scolding fiercely, you prodigal woman. My wife just bought me a new car and you've already damaged it. Do you know how much it costs to repair it? Do you know how much replacing the glass costs? Huh? How am I going to answer to my wife when I get back? Sit up straight. Yang Shu quickly stiffened. She lowered her head like she was repenting. Zhong Yi said angrily, it was only because the uncles and aunties were holding me back. If it weren't for the old neighbors protecting you, I would have killed you to clean up the sect. Zhu Xiaohe hurriedly tried to smooth things over. Professor Zhong, don't be angry, don't be angry. Only then did Zhong Yi look at him. Hey, what are you still doing here? Didn't I ask you to go back? Zhu Xiaohe was silent. He thought to himself that it might really be better to leave. With a martial arts master like this beside him, no one would probably even be able to get close to Professor Zhong. At least in China, which had strict gun control, there shouldn't be a need to worry about the safety of Zhong Yi. However, Zhu Xiaohe was also extremely puzzled. He couldn't understand why a martial arts master like Yang Shu who knew how to use concealed power would want to be Zhong Yi's bodyguard. Wasn't this too degrading? Even if it were those other chief figures he knew, they wouldn't really have a martial arts master as their bodyguard, would they? Further, Professor Zhong even treated her with such a fierce attitude? He could hit her or scold her as he wanted. And why didn't Master Yang retaliate? What did she mean when she addressed him as senior? Could it be that she was also a graduate of Media College? Was she Zhong Yi's junior in broadcasting? Hence, the explanation for her not daring to speak out to Zhong Yi. Zhu Xiaohe left. Chen Chen came over. The moment she entered the apartment, Chen Chen said excitedly, Zhong Yi, I heard that your car has been smashed. Who was the hero who did that? Zhong Yi glared at her. Yang Shu hurriedly gave Chen Chen a tug. At the studio. Everyone also knew about what had happened earlier. The moment Zhong Yi came over, all of them chipped in to speak up for Yang Shu. Director Zhong, don't scold little Yang anymore. Yeah, Yang Shu has always been saying that she wanted to go and break you out from prison for the past few years. If it weren't for big sis Rao holding her back, she would probably have done it already. She really cares a lot about you. Director Zhong, don't be angry anymore. Pass me the keys, I'll go and repair for you. Zhong Yi's temper had always come and gone very quickly. Moreover, his junior sister had always been rather silly, so what could he do? Zhong Yi waved it off and handed the keys to little Wang. Then he gathered everyone else to the conference room to discuss their future plans and business. In the conference room, everyone was high-spirited. Director Zhong, we've become really popular this time. Yeah, even Teacher Yao has been promoted to the A-list. Your popularity has probably been restored by now. No, it must definitely have been restored. When are we going to reopen our popularity ranking? The staff from the Chinese Popularity Rankings Index checked in with us again yesterday, asking if we wanted to reopen our ranking. As long as we agree, they can get it back up immediately. Then your latest popularity score will be recalculated and be shown on the rankings index. I feel that the spot of a heavenly king is definitely within our grasp. I think we can possibly do better than the past. But Zhong Yi just smiled and said, let's hold it off till a little later. Ha Chichi asked, you still want to wait? In the Name of the People has finished broadcasting, and we don't have any work left on our schedule, so why are we still not reopening our spot on the rankings index? Zhong's was said, I also think now is an opportune time. Zhong Yi said, Sister Lan is still in last place on the S-list rankings at the moment. If I were to reopen my spot on the index, what if I really made it into the S-list and caused Sister Lan to drop down to the A-list? I cannot stab her in the back, so let's wait it out. Sister Lan will have a movie premiering soon. Shu Han and Old Yao have a part in it as well. They're really popular right now, so it should be able to give a boost to Sister Lan's new movie. When Sister Lan's spot on the S-list has stabilized, it still won't be too late for us to reopen our spot on the index. Wu Yi said with a sigh, there's really no one as loyal as you in showbiz nowadays. Ha Chichi smiled and said, all right, it won't take more than a few days anyway. Zhong Yi said, furthermore, restoring our popularity is only the beginning of our comeback. Surely we don't want to stand still in our original position, do we? Surely we don't want to stay in the same spot as before, do we? He chuckled and said, I've already thought about it. Our next step will have to be getting to the top of the domestic entertainment circle. Everyone was startled. Ah? You want to reach the summit of the domestic entertainment circle? You want to be the number one person in the popularity rankings? The number one person in the country? The number one person in the entertainment industry? That was the highest position in the Chinese entertainment industry. In the Chinese popularity rankings, there were still just 7 spots in the S-list. To an ordinary celebrity, reaching the S-list was equivalent to getting to the top. This was the summit of the entertainment circle to them. However, only those who had reached this position would know that there were still differences between the statuses of the heavenly kings and queens. Those 7 positions at the top of the entertainment circle were still ranked according to the different popularity scores. For years ago, Zhong Yi had reached the summit of the Chinese entertainment circle, although he only hovered around 6th or 7th place of the S-list. But compared with Zhong Yuanqi and Xu Mailan, the difference between them was still huge. For years had since passed, and the entertainment industry had gone through turbulent changes. Zhong Yuanqi had retired, while Xu Mailan had dropped to 7th place on the list. The remaining former heavenly kings and queens had all dropped off from the S-list rankings, as they got replaced by the current crop of male idols. Zhong Yi felt that he had to take down this top spot of the entertainment circle no matter what, since that was the most coveted spot in the Chinese entertainment circle. Ha Chichi asked, "I have confidence that we can regain the throne of a heavenly king if we were to reopen our spot on the rankings. But to become the number one person with the highest popularity score in the domestic entertainment circle? That'll be really difficult." Zhong's was said, "What's your plan?" But Zhong Yi answered, "I don't really have a plan." Tong Fu said, "Then how are we gonna make a charge for the top?" Zhong Yi smiled and said, "Wait and see." Wait? What do you mean by that? Are you just going to wait for your popularity to increase? The heavenly kings and queens you'll be facing are all the most popular celebrities of the current era. But then, they heard Zhong Yi say with a laugh, "Did you guys think that I've just been serving my time in prison for the past 3 to 4 years? Actually, this bro hasn't been idle. I've done something that might be able to boost my popularity score. Haha, I guess you'll find out in a few days." Everyone looked at one another in confusion. Did something? What was it? What could you have possibly done in prison? Chapter 1576, Zhong Yi gets shortlisted for the country's state science and technology prizes. Noon. It was break time, and the studio staff were seated together, having lunch and chatting. On the television, the news surrounding the state science and technology prizes was increasing. The state science and technology prizes won will be announced soon. Will there still be no recipients for the highest science and technology award this year? The highest science and technology award has not been awarded to anyone for 2 years running. Our self-developed fighter jet will be entering service soon. The first self-developed fighter jet in China will be unveiled soon. The list of newly appointed research fellows of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, and the Chinese Academy of Engineering too, to be revealed soon. The celebrity scientists will be making a collective appearance at the event. Online. The netizens were getting extremely excited. We're coming to the tech month. The fighter jet will be entering service? It's happening so soon. We're finally getting our own fighter jet. It was researched and developed independently by our own country too. This is the result of our country's grand efforts. Military enthusiast here expressing that I cried tears of joy. This is such exciting news. The key issue is still the engine technology. Since when did we gain expertise in that? There was absolutely no news about something like this in the past. I've never heard of any breakthrough in technology surrounding our engine manufacturing process either. Yeah, when it was announced that we were going to conduct a test flight of our self-developed fighter, I was stunned by the news. How did we manage to deal with the issue of the engine in the first place? The media didn't report about it either. I guess it was some genius who did it. There's going to be a lot of attention on the state science and technology prizes this year. I'll be watching it closely. I don't think they still won't give out this prize again this year, right? This year was such a great year for the citizens of China. Not mentioning anything else, just the successful test flight of the latest self-developed fighter jet alone had shocked everyone both at home and abroad. And now, it was even announced that this fighter model had passed all of the tests and would be put into service soon. What did this mean? It meant that the military strength and technology of China had taken a big step forward. Furthermore, this was a key step forward. Japan. Online. China's self-developed fighter jet is entering into service? This is too fast. It's impossible that they have the technology to do this. When they said that they were conducting a test flight, I thought it was just a bluff. So it is really entering service soon? Will it translate into combat power for them? China is developing too quickly. Korea. Online. China has its own fifth-generation fighter jet too. Their aircraft engine was self-developed too. How did they do it? Could this be a smokescreen? Fake news? I also think that it's too soon. Could a foreign expert have helped them? That's impossible. There aren't even that many countries that have fully mastered the development of a fifth-generation fighter jet on their own. America. Online. Did they really manage to do it? The Chinese are so scary. In just a few short years, they had managed so many breakthroughs in technology. The Chinese scientists are such geniuses. Who's the lead scientist behind the development of their aircraft engine? I don't know. Countless countries around the world. And many military enthusiasts were shocked by this news. At Zhong Yi's studio, Ha Chichi smiled and said, "This is such great news." Zhong's was said as he ate, "There's so much meaningless news being reported these days, so this news is finally something to get excited about." Zhong Yi laughed and said, "You're right. Only when our country gets strong will we as citizens and celebrities rest easy. This is why the celebrity scientist is the true celebrity." These were the exact same words that someone had used to dupe him with years ago, and it was reproduced in its whole now by Zhong Yi over here. Moreover, this fellow believed deeply in what he had just said. All of a sudden, someone knocked on the door. Tong Fu was the closest to it, so he opened the door. A woman who looked slightly familiar was standing outside. Ha Chichi recognized her. Professor Shin? The visitor turned out to be one of Wu Ziqing's few good friends. She was also a mathematics professor who came out of Tsinghua University and one of the well-known young mathematicians in the country. Zhong Yi put down his bowl. "Yo, Professor Shin." Xin Yue narrowed her eyes and looked at him. "How have you been, Professor Zhong? Please, come in." Zhong Yi said in delight, "What brought you here today?" Xin Yue said, "I just got off work from the research institute and happened to pass by your office, so I came over to have a look. I haven't seen you in 4 years. Why haven't you bought me a meal yet?" Zhong Yi smiled and said, "You've already applied to the Chinese Academy of Sciences and soon will be the second woman appointed as a research fellow, so shouldn't you be the one buying me a meal?" Ha Chichi said in surprise, "Ayo, congratulations." Zhong's were also smiled and said, "Congratulations, Professor Shin." But Xin Yue was startled. She looked at Zhong Yi and choked out, "How do you know?" "Ah?" Zhong Yi was taken aback. He said, "Didn't they announce it?" Xin Yue looked at him. "The application hasn't even been approved, and no discussions have happened at the Chinese Academy of Sciences yet, so how could it have been announced?" Zhong Yi laughed and said, "My wife, I haven't told old Wu about this matter either," interrupted Xin Yue. Zhong Yi coughed and said, "Then who did I hear it from? I can't seem to remember." Xin Yue pressed, "Where did you hear it from?" "I've really forgotten," Zhong Yi continued lying. Xin Yue wasn't stupid. She didn't believe the bullshit that was coming out of Zhong Yi's mouth for a second. It wasn't that he didn't want to say it, but that he could not talk about it yet. This was because he had signed so many confidentiality clauses. He had to keep a lot of matters a secret until the time was right to talk about them. Actually, Zhong Yi had even taken a look at Xin Yue's application to the Chinese Academy of Sciences. The reason for this was that Zhong Yi was currently a research fellow with the Chinese Academy of Sciences. At the academy, with the exception of a special case like Zhong Yi, all applications to become a research fellow had to pass through the unanimous voting of the relevant academy's research fellows. Therefore, for most research fellow applications related to the field of mathematics that had been submitted, every research fellow at the Chinese Academy of Sciences Academy of Mathematics and Systems Science would have to have a look at it. As it happened, Zhong Yi had come to know many of the Academy of Mathematics and Systems Sciences research fellows over the past few years, so he even helped to canvass votes for Xin Ya from them. However, none of that needed to be mentioned to her. Zhong Yi laughed and said, "In any case, treat me to a meal." Seeing his lips were sealed, Xin Ya couldn't do anything about it. She knew that as a mathematician, she couldn't possibly outtalk a person like Zhong Yi. As such, she took out an invitation and said with a smile, "It will be the State Science and Technology Prizes award ceremony in another few days. I just received the invitation this morning. It says that I can bring a person along. Considering you're old Wu's husband, what say you about going with me? I, Sister Xin, will bring you along to broaden your horizons." Everyone laughed. They knew that the two of them were just kidding. Zhong Yi rolled his eyes. "Oh, thank you." Xin Ya smiled and said, "You're welcome. We're friends, after all." Suddenly, there was another knock on the door. Ha Chichi went to answer the door this time and saw that it was a courier. "Director Zhong, it's for you." Zhong Yi asked, "What is it?" Ha Chichi opened up the package and was surprised. An invitation? Hearing that, everyone gathered around her out of curiosity. Even Xin Ya came over to have a look. It was a very simple invitation letter that was read in color. The State Science and Technology Prizes award ceremony. It was exactly the same as the invitation Xin Ya had received. Xin Ya said in surprise, "Ah? Why did you get one too?" The studio staff were also confused. "Yeah, this doesn't make sense." Zhong Yi snorted as he opened the invitation letter to read it. "And why can't I get one too? Which row are you in? We're both in the field of math research, so we should probably be sitting next to each other." Xin Ya stuck her neck out to have a look at his invitation. When she saw it, Xin Ya got so surprised that her eyeballs popped out of their sockets. "Damn, you're in the first row?" Zhong Yi didn't understand what she meant, so he reactively asked, "Which row are you in?" Xin Ya said in a daze, "I'm row 16. Ha Chichi said in amusement, "Director Zhong's seat is right up front." But Xin Ya knew. How was this as simple as sitting at the front? The first row. And the second row. The people sitting in these two rows were clearly, suddenly, Wu Yi, who was watching the news, exclaimed, "Come and see this. It's the announcement of the nominees for the State Science and Technology Prizes award ceremony. There are a total of 102 people shortlisted for it." He turned to Zhong Yi in astonishment. "Director Zhong, what the heck? Why is your name also on it?" Ha Chichi was dumbfounded. Could it be someone with the same name? Wu Yi pointed at the television and said, "It's not. There are even the details of their birthdays beside their names. This is clearly referring to Director Zhong." Zhong's was said, "What?" Xin Ya asked, "Did you really get shortlisted for the awards?" Chapter 1577, The Entire Country Watches. The nominees were revealed. It blew up online. What? Why is Zhong Yi's name on the list of the 102 shortlisted candidates? Is it him? Yes, the birthday is the same. Damn, what this guy sticking his foot in for? That's true, this fellow has been locked up in jail for 4 years, so how did he manage to get shortlisted for the State Science and Technology Prizes? What field of study in science and technology was he involved in? Could it be that global mathematical conjecture from before? Possibly. But that conjecture has already been solved for 4 years. That's right, why would he get shortlisted only after 4 years? Teacher Zhong must have taken a backdoor to gain entry. This fellow probably resorted to some trick again. Hi, I really have to take my hat off to him. Pfft, can you not put it that way? This fellow is probably here to round off the numbers. It must be. No one thinks that he can get an award. The highest science and technology award hasn't been given out for 2 years in a row. Will anyone win the award this year? There were over 100 names on the shortlist, but most of them were unknown to the public. Unless it was a really famous celebrity scientist who often appeared on television or in the textbooks, the rest of the names were unfamiliar. But how could they not know who Zhong Yi was? A lot of people immediately realized it was him at the moment they saw the name. Such lists always included the candidate's birthdays so as to avoid repeated names being mistaken for one single person, and to inform everyone about the ages of the scientists. Meanwhile, the birthday listed behind Zhong Yi's name clearly indicated that it was the shit stirrer they were familiar with. Everyone was stunned. Zhong Yi's nomination was indeed a little odd. What kind of an award ceremony was this? It was the State Science and Technology Prizes. That was the most prestigious award that one could receive in China's scientific field, with no other awards coming close. This was the highest honor in the discipline of science in China, and winning it would be an honor that would follow the recipient for a lifetime. To be shortlisted for the awards, a strict set of guidelines had to be followed. The recipient must have 1. Made major breakthroughs in contemporary scientific or technological frontiers, or have outstanding achievements in the development of science and technology. 2. Created huge economic or social benefits through scientific and technological innovations, achievements, or high-tech industries. 3. No personnel who only works in organization management or assistant services in any project of scientific research or technological advancement may be a candidate of any national award for science and technology. 4. Any candidate considered for the highest science and technology award shall love their homeland, shall have good scientific ethics, and is still active in the modern scientific and technological frontiers and is engaged in scientific research or technological advancement. There were a total of 4 criteria to follow, but which of them did Zhong Yi adhere to? Scientific research? Outstanding achievements? Good scientific ethics? Active in the modern scientific and technological frontiers? Looking through the criteria, this fellow probably only qualified for the nomination based on the word active. In terms of being active, the remaining 101 candidates wouldn't be a match for Zhong Yi even if they were to unite against him. Who could be better than him when it came to stirring up things? But your activities aren't in line with the criteria at all. What does the science and technology world have anything to do with you? Medical doctors, botanists, biologists, geneticists, guided missile experts, mathematicians. Of the shortlisted 102 scientists, they all hailed from many different fields of studies. No matter how everyone thought about it, they could assume that Zhong Yi had been nominated through his work in the mathematics field. After all, even the mathematics world would have to admit that Zhong Yi was the best mathematician in the country, with his name even included in the Global Mathematics Hall of Fame. On Weibo. Why are there traces of Teacher Zhong everywhere? I wanna laugh whenever I see him. This fellow is too active. He just finished producing a drama, and now he's messing around in science and technology. Yeah, he's even meddling in the state science and technology prizes now. He still hasn't reopened his popularity rankings. Do you guys think that he can get on the S-list rankings if he reopens it? It's too difficult to predict at this moment. No one knows what kind of popularity he has now. I'm also waiting for him to reopen his spot on the rankings index. The State Science and Technology Prizes is a really awesome award. It's also authoritative too. That highest science and technology award will even be personally presented by the president of the academy. Just getting shortlisted and attending the event alone should be able to bring quite a bit of popularity to Zhong Yi. Zhong Yi is the pinnacle, and there's only one of him in all of China. Be it a celebrity, an academic, a novelist, or a professor, Zhong Yi should be the only person to have been awarded so many prizes in history, right? In music, crosstalk, the literary field, variety shows, mathematics, calligraphy, he's dabbled in all of them before. And now, this fellow has even been hecking shortlisted for the State Science and Technology Prizes? Does he intend to win an award in every industry once? These awards really don't seem like it has anything to do with him. I know. But it's still quite impressive. Just look at who the scientists who have been nominated along with him are. They're all research fellows from the Chinese Academy of Sciences and the Chinese Academy of Engineering. Spring Garden Studio. Teacher Zhong has been shortlisted for the award ceremony? Pfft, he really can't stay still, can he? This is hilarious. At Guan Xiaohua's studio. Him? Why would he be a part of it? Why does it seem like he's everywhere? At a Heavenly Queen studio. I really have to take my hat off to him. I've never come across a celebrity like this before. That's also a skill. Back at home. What? Our son was shortlisted? There's even such a thing? Like our son knows anything about the sciences. He's always been the superstitious type since childhood. He even threw his shoe to help him decide which university to apply for. At the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Zhong Yi is on the list of shortlisted candidates. Ah? Who approved of it? I think it was our Chinese Academy of Sciences who nominated him. Impossible. I'd believe it if you said he can fight, but what could he possibly know about science? Are you hecking kidding me? Mathematics is also considered a scientific discipline though. Zhong Yi shortlisted for the state science and technology prizes. The names of 102 shortlisted candidates are revealed. Zhong Yi's nomination gets the attention of many. Who will be the most watched celebrity scientist this year? Zhong Yi's nomination questioned by the industry. The State Science and Technology Prize's shortlist is a sham. There was a constant stream of news. The scientific community was in fervent discussions. The public held heated debates. At the studio, everyone was very excited. Ha Chichi said excitedly, "I'll go and pick out your attire immediately." Zhong's was said, "This is such a big deal." But Zhong Yi said, "Leave it. Why is there a need to pick out an attire? It's not like this is an award ceremony in showbiz. There won't be a red carpet, so don't get all fancy or I'll end up becoming a joke." Ha Chichi smiled and said, "You think I don't know that? Don't you worry, I'll get in touch with the designer to tailor-make a tunic suit that will be fitting for the occasion." Zhong Yi approved, "Great idea." Xin Yue looked at him from nearby. She was still very confused by all of this. "How did you get shortlisted for the awards?" "I've had a look at the nominees, and there are only 5 mathematicians who were nominated this time. All of those 5 people are research fellows at the Chinese Academy of Sciences. You're just a civilian, so why did the State Science and Technology Awards Commission select you?" Zhong Yi rolled his eyes. "Who's just a civilian?" "You," Xin Yue said without hesitation. Zhong Yi said, "Goodbye." Xin Yue said, "In any case, we'll go there together on the day of." Zhong Yi smiled and said, "You want to bask in my glory?" Xin Yue sneered. "What glory do you have to bask in? You were only nominated, all right? You won't be receiving an award. Do you really think that the country is crazy enough to hand you the highest science and technology award?" Zhong Yi chuckled and said, "Maybe?" Chapter 1578, The Awards Ceremony begins. On the day of the awards ceremony. In the afternoon, at home. Wu Ziqing was helping Zhong Yi style his hair and put on makeup. "Don't move around." "Yeah, there's no need for the makeup. I'll just put on some light foundation. It's good enough to just style my hair." "That won't do. It's a formal occasion today. It's not like I've never attended an awards ceremony before." "Haha, but today's event is different." Zhong Yi had never liked putting on makeup, being the type who didn't pay much attention to his appearance. If it weren't for old Wu buying him clothes or nagging at him to get a haircut, he probably wouldn't even have had a full set of clothes in a year. His parents were also here. And so were old Wu's parents. All of them had come to visit their child today. His father said with a stern look, "Listen to Ziqing." His mother curled her lips and said, "What kinds of awards ceremonies were those that you attended in the past?" "They were just the entertainment circle's awards ceremonies." "And where is the awards ceremony today held at?" "The Great Hall of the People." Li Qingqin smiled and said, "That's right, you ought to put on makeup if you're going there. He won't win an award anyway, so why the fuss?" Wu Changhe said, unbothered by their concerns. Li Qingqin didn't like hearing that. He still has to be more serious. Although there isn't going to be a live broadcast today, the TV stations will still broadcast the recording. When Central TV's news channel shows it later, and with Our Little Yi so popular, The reporters and the media will surely have their focus on him even if he doesn't win an award. It won't be good if he is dressed too casually. His clothing was prepared. His makeup was done as well. Zhong Yi shrugged as he looked at himself in the mirror. He turned to look at Cece, who was staring at him, then said with a smile, "My dear, is Daddy handsome?" Cece immediately nodded. "Daddy is handsome." Zhong Yi said in amusement, "How handsome is Daddy?" How old was Cece? How could she possibly describe it? After stuttering forever without being able to express herself, she blushed. "Don't get cocky." His mother gave him a look. "It's time for you to go." Honk. Honk. A car was sounding its horn outside the villa. Wu Ziqing smiled and opened the door. She said to Xin Huaye, who was in the car, "He'll be coming out soon." Zhong Yi then said, "All right, my chauffeur is here. I'll be leaving now. Wait for the news of my victory." Outside, Xin Huaye seemed to have heard him. She couldn't help shouting, "Who's your chauffeur?" In the car. Xin Huaye looked at him and said, "Why are you so overdressed?" Zhong Yi said, "Old Wu insisted that I dress well. I couldn't get her to stop." "It's not like you're going there to receive an award." Xin Huaye couldn't help laughing as she spoke. Zhong Yi smiled and said, "I'm still a nominee." Xin Huaye rolled her eyes. "Goodbye." Online. The citizens couldn't wait any longer. Has it started yet? Not yet. I don't think they're gonna have a live broadcast of the event. There will probably be updates from the awards ceremony very quickly though. How many awards will be given out this time? I think there will be at least 7 or 8. Yeah, things like honorary awards or contribution awards. It seems like there will be quite a few awards given out. But the most important award that everyone has their attention on is still the highest science and technology award. The other awards are merely consolation prizes that the relevant technologies leaders will be presenting. Only the highest science and technology award will be presented by the president of the academy. Will it remain unawarded this year? We'll find out soon. At 10 a.m. Tiananmen. The Great Hall of the People. This was also Zhong Yi and Xin Huaye's first time attending such a formal event. The moment their car arrived, the event staff immediately came over to check their invitations. Then they went through 2 rounds of security checks before they were allowed in. Up ahead, more and more people had gathered. A lot of people were here to attend the awards ceremony. Xin Huaye was a little nervous. In the field of mathematics, she was at most considered a well-known, young mathematician in China. In terms of qualifications, she couldn't even be considered one of the top mathematicians in China. As such, she couldn't be blamed for not feeling confident. Practically all of the awards ceremony's attendees were older than her, and were considered the elites of the scientific and technological community. Together with the pressure of being in the Great Hall of the People, Xin Huaye became somewhat restrained in the way she walked. But it was different for Zhong Yi. He was exactly the opposite of Xin Huaye. This fellow was calm and serene. In the industry, how many people could be more experienced than Zhong Yi? There really weren't too many of such people. What awards had he not won before? What hadn't he been through before? Just his status as a world-famous mathematician alone was enough to let him swagger around, not to mention his other titles. The venue was up ahead. The 2 floors of the auditorium that could seat close to 10,000 people. Xin Huaye walked in as though she was overwhelmed by the venue. She looked at Zhong Yi. "Don't you feel nervous?" Zhong Yi turned to face her. "Why would I be nervous?" All of a sudden, Xin Huaye saw an old man. She hissed, "That's fellow Lu." It was fellow Lu. Fellow Lu Chiwei. He was a research fellow at the Institute of Physics at the Chinese Academy of Sciences. He was one of the most prestigious research fellows of the Chinese Academy of Sciences and an extremely famous scientist in China, as well as an idol of Xin Huaye's. Then Xin Huaye whispered, "It's fellow Kai. Kai Shui, the only female research fellow of the Chinese Academy of Sciences." Following, Xin Huaye spotted yet another idol of hers from her childhood. It was fellow Han, a research fellow at the Chinese Academy of Engineering. His main research area focused on information technology and electronics engineering. He had taken part in several projects that contributed to key technological breakthroughs in China, so he could be considered a very famous senior figure in the scientific community. He was also the winner of the highest science and technology award 10 years ago. Xin Yue was bedazzled by this lineup of attendees. There were so many scientists here she had heard about but never had the chance to meet. When Zhong Yi saw her acting all excited and astonished, he couldn't help but ask, "What's with you?" "I'll talk to you in a bit." Xin Yue hurried ran over to Fellow Lu and said, "Fellow Lu, good morning." Fellow Lu was startled by her greeting. "And you are?" Xin Yue hurriedly said, "My name is Xin Yue, and I'm in the field of mathematical research. I've read your papers and found them extremely helpful. Because of your paper, I nearly transferred to the physics department when I was still attending university." Fellow Lu pointed at her. "Xin Yue, I've heard of you before and think that you're quite capable. I heard from little Kai that you've been part of several math projects that the country has undertaken. The world right now belongs to you youngsters." Xin Yue replied, No, I'm nothing compared to you." Fellow Lu said, "Haha, you don't have to be so humble, young lady." Xin Yue said, "Can I get your autograph?" Fellow Lu smiled and said, "Sure." I don't have a pen." Xin Yue felt around and realized she didn't have a pen either. So she turned around and shouted to Zhong Yi, "Do you have a pen with you?" Fellow Lu followed her gaze and saw Zhong Yi as well. He trembled as a wave of anger surged through him. Zhong Yi laughed and said, "Why would I have a pen?" Then he saw Fellow Lu and waved to him. Under Xin Yue's dumbfounded gaze, he said, "Old Lu, how have you been?" "Old Lu? Who are you calling Old Lu?" Xin Yue was stunned. Fellow Lu said in anger, "I would have been much better if I didn't see you." He then told Xin Yue, "Comrade Little Xin, come look for me later and I'll sign an autograph for you." He turned and walked away. Xin Yue was dumbfounded. Old Lu? What Old Lu? The commotion had attracted quite a bit of attention. Some people were looking at Zhong Yi with complex emotions. Zhong Yi happened to meet the eyes of Fellow Han from the Chinese Academy of Engineering. He greeted, "Old Han, how about a drink tonight? At my place." Fellow Han pretended not to have seen him and rolled his eyes as he walked away. Zhong Yi curled his lips and said, "You still hold a grudge against me?" Fellow Han turned around and said, "Stay away from me." Zhong Yi laughed and said, "I've got some really good wine at my place. Don't you want to try it?" Fellow Han harumphed, "Drink your wine. I don't want you poisoning me." Zhong Yi spotted yet another familiar face. Old Ma. Fellow Ma hadn't seen him at the start. When he heard the voice calling him, he realized who it was without even having to look. Then he quickened his pace and rushed far away in an instant. A lot of people were watching in surprise. What was this? Who was Zhong Yi greeting? Old Lu? Old Han? Old Ma? Heck! All of them were famous veteran scientists of China. What kind of social relations did this guy have? Why did those veteran scientists all run away to hide the moment they saw him? Xin Yue was also stunned. Even a fool could see that he knew them from the way he addressed them and spoke to them. What is happening? When did this fellow's network become so widespread? Didn't he get locked up in prison for 4 years? Why does he seem to know more people than me? Zhong Yi was also left speechless. He thought about why they were all avoiding him. At this moment, Kai Shui came walking over from afar. Even though Zhong Yi knew a lot of the people here at the venue, Kai Shui was probably the only one who was willing to talk to him. Xin Yue was startled to see her. "Fellow Kai?" Kai Shui smiled and said, "Professor Xin? Did the two of you come together?" "Two of you" was clearly referring to her and Zhong Yi. Xin Yue said, "Oh, yes." Kai Shui smiled and said, "I'll give you some advice, stay away from Professor Zhong in the future." Xin Yue said, "Ah." Kai Shui said, "His relations within the scientific community are terrible." Xin Yue knew that Zhong Yi's social relations with others were bad, but she didn't know that his reputation was so notorious in the scientific community as well. Zhong Yi didn't like hearing that. What about me? What's so bad about my relations? Kai Shui rolled her eyes. What do you think? Those who didn't understand the situation would probably have no idea of what Zhong Yi's name meant to the scientific community. But those who were privy to the inside story, like fellow Han, fellow Lu, fellow Ma, and the others who had dealings with Zhong Yi, probably couldn't wish more than to direct a loud "damn you" at him from the bottom of their hearts. In these 4 years, they had all suffered so much in the hands of Zhong Yi. In these 4 years, they had finally realized why so many people called him a shit-stirrer. This fellow was too good at causing trouble. It was so in show business. It was so in the crosstalk world. It was so in the comic world. And it was so in the scientific community. At the research institutes. At the research bases. In the laboratories. In the test sites. Due to work requirements, Zhong Yi had been to many of these places and worked with many of the scientists as well. But any scientist who worked with him only had swear words reserved for him. Before Zhong Yi came to them, their research institutes and laboratories were all peaceful and doing fine. But after Zhong Yi's arrival, when he took over the relevant project, those scientists and the leaders finally learned what chaos really meant. Requesting pay raises. Requesting days off. Requesting better food. They would carry out demonstrations. They would go on strikes. All of these were instigated by Zhong Yi. This fellow was too eloquent at speaking. He had a tongue that was too wicked and too great at incitement, to the point that the researchers employed under them would only listen to Zhong Yi. The people at fellow Lu's Research Institute went on strike for 3 days and caused all projects to be stalled. Fellow Han's office was blockaded during a demonstration that went on for a whole day and night, and he couldn't even go to the bathroom. Fellow Ma had it even worse. Zhong Yi led the researchers in singing "Tears Behind Prison Bars" every day below his office. They accused him of restricting the personal freedom of the researchers and asked for additional annual leave to go back home. Furthermore, all this happened while there was an inspection at the institute by the higher-ups, so it was needless to describe how chaotic the scenes were. Fellow Ma was so angry that his blood pressure shot up and he had to be hospitalized for more than 2 weeks. In the end, he had no choice but to approve the researchers' applications for leave. How hateful! How exasperating! Before Zhong Yi came into the picture, everyone was getting along fine. The political thoughts and collective honor of the researchers were impeccable. But after this fellow came over, everything changed. All that the researchers were talking about these days were human rights and the law. Their judicial awareness was even higher than that of hecking American lawyers. It was at this point that the directors finally remembered who Zhong Yi was. He was a qualified lawyer, and someone who had passed the judicial examination with a perfect score. They had also taken measures against Zhong Yi. Complain about him? Report him? Protest his actions? But all of that was useless. Zhong Yi was the deputy chief designer of the project. His leadership authority alone was much higher than these scientists. To a certain extent, they even had to take instructions from Zhong Yi and listen to his commands. So what could they do? They could only endure it. And as it went, they ended up tolerating him for more than 3 years. Chapter 1579, a research fellow of the 2 academies, Zhong Yi. In the auditorium. Everyone was pointing at Zhong Yi while whispering. What's happening? I don't know. Why are Elder Liu, Elder Han, and so many others avoiding him? I suppose Zhong Yi has offended people again? Then we ought to stay away from him as well. That's right, that's right. No one dared to come within 10 meters of Zhong Yi. Xin Yue asked in confusion, why do you know so many scientists? Zhong Yi smiled and said, am I not allowed to have a few friends? Friends? Xin Yue was floored. Are you really so respectable now? Everyone is avoiding you. Everyone is ignoring you. And you can still say that they're your friends. Zhong Yi waved to her. I'll go and get seated. CYA. Xin Yue also went to the back to look for her seat. They weren't going the same way as she was in the 16th row, which was really far from Zhong Yi's first row seat. In the front row. Zhong Yi found his seat and sat down heavily. Seated beside him was Lu Yi, a young research fellow from the Chinese Academy of Engineering. When he saw Zhong Yi sit down beside him, Lu Yi said in a respectful manner, "Fellow Zhong, long time no see." Zhong Yi asked, "You've been nominated as well?" Lu Yi laughed in derision. "I'm just here as part of the crowd." Even if the highest science and technology award does get awarded this time, there are only those few people who are expected to win it. We all know who they are. That's right. Kai Shui came over and sat down beside Zhong Yi as the two chatted. "Little Lu and I are just here to join in the fun. But as for you, you really do stand a chance of winning." Zhong Yi waved it off. "Me? Come on, I've offended so many people in the scientific community." Upon hearing this, Kai Shui and Lu Yi both gave wry smiles. Yeah, that's right, who had he not offended in the scientific community? Sometimes, they really had to take their hats off to Zhong Yi for his troublemaking abilities. Before he went to jail, Zhong Yi had debuted in the entertainment industry 4 years ago. But in that 4-year time span, how many incidents had taken place? How much trouble did he cause? Even the most veteran entertainment reporters would probably need a while before they could recount all of it. From fighting and scolding to instigating and causing trouble, there were countless examples of such incidents. And after he was sent to prison, Zhong Yi had spent a full 4 years in the science and technology field. Based on this fellow's character and temper, it would be a wonder if he didn't cause a lot of trouble during this time. At Yao Jiansai's house. "Dad, it's the awards ceremony today, right?" "Yes, it's the State Science and Technology Prizes awards ceremony. My Uncle Zhong has been nominated as well. It should be starting soon? It's a pity there won't be a live broadcast. Let's wait for the results to be announced." Dong Shanshan's house. 4 of their old classmates were here today. "Shanshan, are there any updates yet? The awards presentation should be starting soon. What's the point of watching for updates? Don't tell me you guys expect Zhong to go on stage for an award." "Yeah, what kind of an occasion is this? What kinds of awards are they giving out? I doubt that he can even get a consolation contribution award. The Dale's conjecture he solved was 5 years ago." On Weibo. Someone's posted a photo. "I think it's about to begin. Do you guys think that a celebrity scientist can get on the domestic celebrity rankings? Of course there's a chance. The popularity rankings are based on one's popularity, after all. I have a feeling that there will be some heavyweight celebrity scientists emerging in the future. They could even reach the C-list. The trends nowadays are in the field of scientific and technological development. At the Chinese Academy of Engineering. I hope the highest science and technology award will be given to a research fellow of our Chinese Academy of Engineering. Of the veteran research fellows at our academy, only fellow Qi and fellow Meng have the greatest hope of winning it. Yeah, those 2 veteran fellows have made significant contributions this year. Has the ceremony started yet? It should be starting soon. At the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Fellow Sun has a chance. Yeah, I think so too. We can only say that there's a chance. There are too many variables. We'll see who the commission ends up selecting. Even basing it on qualifications, achievements, and academics, it's still very difficult to make a choice. Everyone watched intently. The media blew up. China's leaders also arrived at the Great Hall at this time. The huge auditorium hushed up. Then continuous applause was given to them. 1 person. 5 people. 10 people. There were people from the Chinese Academy of Sciences. The China National Space Administration 1. The Central Military Commission 2. The leaders gradually entered and got seated. Soon after, a leader from the Ministry of Science and Technology 3 went on stage and gave a speech with a microphone for more than 10 minutes. Afterwards, the awards presentation was announced. The atmosphere at the venue turned serious. Xin Huai took a deep breath. Kai Shui kept her eyes on the stage. Lu Yi got quite nervous. Countless people had their eyes on the podium. The first Science and Technology Prize to be announced was the State Natural Science Award. At the podium, a leader announced, "I hereby announce the scientists who will be awarded the State Natural Science Award are." He lowered his head and read out from the winners list, Zhongheng, Li Shiqing, and Yu Lei. Applause erupted. The three people stood up in surprise and shock. Without an exception, the three were scientists above the age of 50. The oldest one was Li Shiqing, who was 72 years old. When he heard the announcement, tears streamed down his old face. He had been waiting for this moment for God knew how long. Several of Li Shiqing's students were also tearing up. "Teacher! Congratulations, teacher! You finally won it! This is great! This is really great!" The three of them went up on stage to receive their award and give an acceptance speech. Zhongheng held the microphone and said, "Thank you, thank you." Then he passed the microphone to the next person. Li Shiqing also said, "Thank you for the trust that the party and the people have placed in me and for giving me an affirmation of our efforts." The speech was very short. Zhong Yi was somewhat unused to this. Their acceptance speech is so short? Kai Shui said in a speechless manner, "Do you think this is like an award ceremony in showbiz? All of the winners here today have spent their entire lives on research. Did you expect that they would be as eloquent in speech as you?" Zhong Yi said, "True. But the speech is very concise and to the point, so that's pretty good." The next award was announced. At the podium, the leader announced, "The winners of the State Technological Invention Award are." Zhong Yi held a little bit of hope for winning this award. Will I win it? Will this bro get a chance to go up on stage? The leader announced loudly, "Han Cheng and Bai Xiaoyan." Zhong Yi gave a smile in his head and conceded. Bai Xiaoyan covered her mouth in excitement and started crying. Han Cheng was in disbelief as well as he sat there dumbfoundedly. He couldn't react until his research institute's colleague who was sitting beside him offered his congratulations in surprise. It was only then that he rushed up onto the stage. The other awards were announced. In the end, there were even prizes given out for different classifications of projects. Electrical studies, medical studies, engineering studies, and so on. In the back row, Xin Yue was chatting with the people beside her. Fellow Meng has won the State Science and Technology Progress Award. That means to say he won't be getting the highest Science and Technology Award. Yeah, I thought Fellow Meng stood the best chance of winning that too. Elder Qi has won the Engineering Studies Award. That should be considered one of the consolation prizes, right? The veteran fellows who were the favorites to win it are all out of the running. Why did it end up like this? Then who will the highest Science and Technology Award go to? There are still a few veteran fellows who have a chance of getting it. Xin Yue and the others analyzed this for a long time but couldn't come to any credible conclusions. In the front row, Lu Yi gasped. It's time for the last award. Kai Shui was also holding her breath. It's time. Zhong Yi looked at the stage. But there's no one at the podium. At the next moment, they saw it. The leader who had been on stage announcing the winners had stepped down from the podium. Then, from the audience, someone slowly stood up before walking onto the stage with a smile. The people around were already starting to whisper. It's the president. The president is going to give out the award? That means there will finally be a winner for this year's highest Science and Technology Award. Who will it go to? Who will the winner be? At the podium, the president adjusted the microphone. Everyone in the audience had quieted as they looked at the stage with wide eyes. The president opened the winner's envelope and spoke in a stately pace. He smiled and said, "Next, I will be announcing the winner of the highest Science and Technology Award." With a pause, he read out, "The research fellow from the Chinese Academy of Engineering." The audience blew up. Everyone started exchanging whispers. The Chinese Academy of Engineering? It's someone from the Chinese Academy of Engineering. Who though? Is it fellow Lu? The president continued, and the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Everyone was stunned. Xin Yue was also taken aback. A research fellow from the Chinese Academy of Engineering? And the Chinese Academy of Sciences? Holy shit! A fellow of the two academies for? There aren't many two academies fellows. Yeah, the 2 Academy's fellows who are still alive can be counted on one hand. So who is it? Everyone started looking around in curious amazement. The president looked into the crowd and read a name that nobody could believe. Zhong Yi. Chapter 1580, Zhong Yi's acceptance speech. In the audience. It was dead silent. It felt like time had momentarily stopped. Everyone stared at the podium in shock. No one could believe what they had just heard. After a whole 3 seconds, the crowd erupted into an uproar. Zhong Yi? Zhong Yi. Was that the name that was announced? I think so. Think so? The president indeed said, Zhong Yi. Is there another person called Zhong Yi? Is it someone with the same name? No, there's only one Zhong Yi on the candidates shortlist. That's impossible, what the heck? What's happening? Can anyone tell me what's happening? Why was the highest science and technology award given to Zhong Yi? Yeah, isn't this such nonsense? My ass. As if he knows anything about science and technology. Besides, they've gotten the title totally wrong too. That's true. A Chinese Academy of Sciences fellow? A Chinese Academy of Engineering fellow? As if he could possibly be a research fellow. What's more? A 2 Academies fellow? Everyone went crazy. Xin Yue was also so shocked that her jaw fell to the floor. Zhong Yi? The highest science and technology award? Are you hecking kidding me? At this very moment, the majority of scientists at the venue were stunned. Only a few veteran scientists who knew about the inside story were left rolling their eyes. They were exceedingly speechless. So they really decided to give it to this guy? At the front row. Zhong Yi was also very shocked. Ah? Me? Kai Shui patted Zhong Yi on the shoulder and said, It's you. Your name was the one that was announced. Lu Yi also got very excited. Fellow Zhong. It's really you. They really gave it to you. Zhong Yi found it a little hard to react. Kai Shui said, This is the highest honor that can be granted in our country's scientific field. Off to the side, a middle-aged mathematician also said anxiously, Professor Zhong, hurry up and collect your prize. The president is waiting for you. Stop staring, it's you. Zhong Yi stood up. The attention of the crowd was now focused on the podium. The president held a very special trophy in his hands. It was a trophy made out of very ordinary materials and looked unremarkable to the naked eye. The trophy of an award that was handed out in the entertainment circle, even if it was an award that no one really cared about, would still look much better, more beautiful, and more valuable than what they saw here right now. This was the trophy for the highest science and technology award. It was an honor that could only be achieved once in one's lifetime. In the audience, the Chinese Academy of Sciences people looked at one another. That's impossible. Did they get it wrong? Is Zhong Yi a part of our Chinese Academy of Sciences? It was about the same for the Chinese Academy of Engineering. He's a research fellow of our academy? I didn't hear about it before. Yeah, why didn't I know about it either? Did they get it wrong? If they really awarded the wrong prize, that would be a huge mistake. Still, not too many people believed it. Xin Yue nearly fainted. You're really going up on stage? This absolutely has to be a case of reading the wrong name, right? On the stage. Zhong Yi had come to a stop in front of the president. The president smiled and handed the trophy to him. Congratulations. Zhong Yi hurriedly took it from him and said graciously, Thank you, Mr. President. The president said, The country thanks you, and so do I. Zhong Yi was overwhelmed and flattered. It's what I should do. I'm just doing my part for the people. The president was very happy to hear that. When the people in the audience heard this, they were even more surprised. What was the meaning of this? What did the president say? He thanked Zhong Yi? The country thanked Zhong Yi? But why? Why did the country have to thank him for a global mathematical conjecture that was solved a few years ago? However, the next moment, the big screen behind Zhong Yi lit up. Just as it had happened for the earlier award winners, their names, birthdays, resumes, and achievements were all listed on the big screen. When everyone hastily looked up at it, many of them were so shocked that they nearly jumped out of their chairs. Screams rang out one after another. Ah! Heavens! What is this? Zhong Yi, Chinese Academy of Sciences Research Fellow. Chinese Academy of Engineering's Research Fellow. World-famous mathematician. Deputy Chief Designer of the new generation fighter jet. During his sentence, he single-handedly led his team to overcome all kinds of difficulties, and developed the technology for the new generation of fighter aircraft, including the U-2 technology and over 10 key projects for the country. He has participated in the research and development of the new generation fighter aircraft, radar system operations, launch directives data framework, and broken the international monopoly on these technologies. Alone, he has tackled more than 30 technological bottlenecks and acquired over 20 international, leading technological patents, of which many are world's firsts. In the field of military affairs, information technology, and computing operations, he has made great contributions by working together with many scientists. In just a span of 3 years, he has created one technological miracle after another. A lot of the scientists who went on stage to accept their awards had introductions generally limited to 100 words or so. Some of them even had their resumes and achievements condensed to around 40 to 50 words. But for Zhong Yi, his resume and list of achievements went over 2,000 words. 1. 10. 20. All of the projects that he had participated on were listed on the big screen. There were even a lot of technological projects with names that a lot of the scientists at the venue could not understand that flashed on the screen. Xin Yue was dumbfounded. Everyone was stunned. Major breakthroughs in dozens of technologies had been made. International, leading technological patents? Scientific research that were world's firsts? All of those details were astonishing. The aircraft engine was designed by him? And there are several dozen other international, leading technologies too? Technologies that even Europe and America don't have? Absurd. How is this possible? The technological breakthroughs we've had these few years were all led by him. That's so fearsome. So he didn't go to jail. Yeah. So he had been away doing research all these years. Isn't he a mathematician? Isn't he a hacker? I believe that he knows math, I believe that he knows programming, and I can also believe that he knows information technology. But why does he even know physics, dynamics, and mechanical engineering too? Everyone was shocked. This was too scary. If Zhong Yi really had such a resume, it could be described as an extremely great feat. Xin Yue quickly looked at a veteran scientist not far away. Elder Han. Just what is this about? Another young mathematician also asked, yeah, why does Zhong Yi? Elder Han clearly knew a bit of the inside story. He said, I worked with Zhong Yi last year because of an important project for the country. Zhong Yi truly deserves his reputation as the smartest person to exist in the world for the past few centuries. In these few years, he has done a lot of things that we would never even dare to imagine in our lifetimes. The president is right. The country should be thanking him, and so should the citizens. He looked at the stage and said, this highest science and technology award belongs to him without a doubt. Nearby, a middle-aged research fellow sighed. It's just that this guy is too brash and keeps inciting the researchers to hold demonstrations at every turn. Our research institute was nearly smashed because of him. Elder Han laughed and said, but that project at the end, who was the one who supplied the technology to you all? That middle-aged research fellow rolled his eyes and kept quiet. It was really him? All of this was really because of him? Everyone couldn't be more shocked. Xin Yue was visibly moved. But this shouldn't be. He wasn't someone who could sit down and do things in a proper way. He didn't like being controlled and restricted by others. Wasn't he bent on making it in the entertainment industry? Didn't he just want to be a celebrity? To sing and act? So why? Why did he suddenly do so much all at once for the nation? This wasn't like him. This wasn't his style. Everyone stared at Zhong Yi in stupefaction. At this moment, Zhong Yi was holding a microphone, about to give his acceptance speech. Like the others, his acceptance speech was very short. Holding the trophy aloft, he looked into the audience. The experiences he had been through these past few years were all still very vivid in his mind. He did not regret his contributions to China in these few years. Even though he couldn't get to see his child, his wife, and his family, Zhong Yi always believed that since some things had happened, he would have to come to accept them and just do it. He had the obligation to do so. Zhong Yi recited into the microphone calmly. Snow on Mount Tian in May, no flowers, instead cold and grey. I hear the flute play the song of sorrow, and am reminded of a spring I've never seen. The beating of drums and gongs calls dawn battle, in the evening, clutched our jade saddles. But I long to use the sword I carry, for the state, oh, the barbarians I'll bury. He finished speaking. Zhong Yi gave a slight bow and walked off the stage. The president was looking at him. Many of the higher-ups were looking at him. The scientists in the audience were also staring at him in amazement. A short and simple poem had left countless of them trembling with excitement. But I long to use the sword I carry. For the state, oh, the barbarians I'll bury. Can support us completed novel house in link below clip. Thank you for coming and love the sharing story.